Having a good time. Andy's checking his phone for Tinder dates.
I am.
Here, I'll turn on that mic over there so you can talk to us.
What's the business name here?
The business name is Lotus Broadcasting. Y'all are going to hear everything.
Street address?
6655 West Sahara, Suite C216. In case anyone wants to come stalk us.
As somebody who has had more than one stalker, I'm not necessarily okay with that. Please do not come
don't
stalk
want to bring us food. Oh, we love you. We love your show. You're the greatest. Where's the food?
Right?
Where's the love? This is coming out of our pockets now.
Well,
I mean, what is the point of having a successful radio show if you can't exploit it once in a while? I mean, a free concert ticket here or there. Seriously.
What's
you got
the
guys
zip?
sending pictures of dicks and
89146.
89146?
Yep.
I do get a lot of dick pics. I mean,
We do get a lot of dick pics.
A lot of dick pics.
Why?
I even
Why
have
would anyone
some
do
who,
that?
because they've been previous guests on the show, they send them straight to my phone.
Yeah, baby.
Who is this?
I am not even saying.
Yes, you are.
Well, I'll give me a second.
Once we turn off the mics on our next break, you are totally telling me who is sending you dick pics.
I will even show you dick pics.
Hell yeah. I think I still have Phantom of the Opera penis on my phone. We had a guest in here.
Is that from the website? Your mask looks great in that penis, or
No, your penis looks great as a mask.
Okay. Let's get 2 medium topping pizzas. How does that sound?
Sounds good. I like sausage.
I do
and
not like
pepperoni.
sausage. So you like sausage and pepperoni?
I do like sausage and pepperoni.
Okay.
All right. Where did the giant penis on my phone go? Oh, it's not on here. Where is it?
Next stop.
Guys, stop.
Cheese and
Unless
sauce.
if you're specifically asked, don't send pictures of your dick.
What?
It does nothing.
What kind of sauce do you want? Tomato sauce?
Regular sauce. Yep.
Will you eat sausage and pepperoni?
Yes. I'll probably just pick toppings off because I'm not doing crusty things lately.
Okay.
Especially that woman with the vagina problems.
Oh
do you want Italian sausage or sliced Italian sausage?
Sliced Italian sausage. If you're ordering for Domino's, that's the bomb.
All right, add to
Da
order.
bomb. Oh, look,
I
it's
love
my
how it makes a
wiener.
little picture on the website for you so you know what your pizza will sort of look like.
I
Look,
do
it's my
like
wiener.
that.
Oh, what a cute little dog.
He's pretty cute.
I'm
Just
getting
saying,
white sauce.
If anything ever happens to this show and you didn't think of giving them food,
My boobs.
you'll really wish you had.
Right?
It's just not fair. I mean, at the cost of a pizza, how much free entertainment have you gotten from these ladies?
Why does my phone keep recently deleted pictures? I deleted them for a reason.
Apparently.
No one needs to see that. No one needs to accidentally get on my phone and see that picture.
Oh my. I wonder what kind of picture it is.
Not thing you need to see. That's why it was deleted. Why I don't need it on a recently deleted album.
Ooh, they got chicken? What do they got there?
Yeah, what kind of chicken? They have boneless wings, specialty chicken.
Yeah, their specialty
Tender
chickens are
bites?
good, where it's just chicken that's been coated in stuff.
Ooh.
Wait, this looks.
You know what?
really
I
good.
could go
Look
for
at
some of that. Let me have some specialty chicken. What was that one? Not the barbecue
Let me
bacon.
go. How do I get that?
The buffalo one is good.
You should try hitting the back button.
I did twice.
We are ordering
Mr.
food live on internet radio.
Because none of you love them. I don't mean to put your
We
audience...
get just as much love as you do, Andy.
Well, apparently so, and that's not fair. All right.
Okay,
pull up that chicken.
Come on, where the fuck is that chicken? There we go. All right, which kind?
That
good
crispy
stuff.
bacon and tomato looks good.
Ooh, that one is good.
Boom. Want that. I'm going to eat the shit out of that.
Oh, I just pulled up my phone and there's a penis and a pair of heels right in there.
There's a penis everywhere.
6 News.
This is compelling radio. Us ordering food and looking at pictures of penises.
This is compelling radio. This is award-winning radio right here.
This is and just remember, I'm an award-winning author too. So between the two of us, we still got to pay for our own goddamn food.
That's right. What the fuck is that about?
I mean, I'm not here all the time, so I get if nobody wants to buy me food. You don't have to you don't have to support me. But these two are here all the time for your listening pleasure.
Homeless man in Georgia has sex with a corpse.
Oh, well, yeah.
A homeless man in Georgia busted into a funeral home and committed a sex act on a dead woman, police said. And his name is Demonique Smith was initially arrested for stealing a bike from the Hill Watson People's Funeral Service in Columbus, Georgia, according to authorities. Somehow, during the course of the bike investigation, police found evidence that Smith had sex with a corpse in the mortuary. Well, I picked up the bike and I accidentally slipped and fell, and my penis ended up inside her dead vagina.
That has happened to me many times. I am always slipping and falling in a vagina. Sometimes they're alive.
Sometimes. How do you feel about necrophilia? I think it's gross. I think it's one of the few fetishes out there that I think it's too weird for me.
You know, it's the necro good way of getting off, I tell you. No, well, first off, I'm not a fan. I mean, there's a lot of fetishes
Hey,
that
real
as soon
quick,
as I hear
if
that,
I
yes,
pay for this, will you guys cover a tip?
I have money.
I have no cash on me.
I'm just gonna use my card.
All right. Well, I have a 20, or I got hundreds, baby.
Woohoo!
I could pay for it in cash, but yeah,
Cool.
whatever.
Well, I might even have tip cash.
But
I
I mean,
can get
if
you money
we
later.
We can get somebody to break this down. Then we got something there.
All right, let's see.
So anyway, necrophilia. Like I said, there's a handful of fetishes that as soon as I hear them, as I said, I just immediately go, somebody done fucked up some kid, and he turned into a horrible human being, and that's why he needs this horrible, horrible shit. And here's the thing. I am not saying you shouldn't have sex with dead bodies. I'm saying first you need the dead body. No matter what, you need the dead body. How come, I mean, there are not a whole lot of morticians that have sex with dead bodies. They work around them all the time. It's always somebody who has decided, I've always wanted to fuck myself a dead chick. So first you need the dead body. So that means you have to either make one,
which is murder,
one, or steal one.
All of which are illegal.
Already you see a problem, don't you?
Do.
Exactly. So yes, I don't even need to have an opinion on necrophilia because it's wrong from the start, or technically from the end, because somebody has to die. So bestiality, I got no time for that, because there's just that's how pretty much that's how all of the diseases that affect my life got started in the first place, dude. Fuck a person, don't go fuck a sheep. Don't go fuck a monkey.
That's my dad.
Yeah, exactly. It isn't that hard. Granted, there's a bigger population of the world now than there was in 1700s, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, you got to be pretty goddamn lonely shepherding in the middle of Ireland somewhere to decide,
Hey, now.
Yeah, come on.
Messing with my peoples.
They're the ones who gave us syphilis. I'm sorry.
In Ireland?
I don't.
Probably, I don't know,
Maybe
or
syphilis?
Renaissance fairs, one of the two.
Also your
Again,
people.
my people!
Oh.
Jesus Christ, Andy.
Oh,
Your people.
I'm not a big fan of Renaissance fairs. If we had an extra 2 hours, I'd tell you all the things I dislike about them, but I can condense it down if you need. I'm not a fan one way or the other.
Boobs.
Big fucking hairy deal. I can see boobs anywhere.
That's true. But not like pushed up and on display and jiggly and bouncing around.
Sure you can. They did lingerie shows, for God's sake. Renaissance fairs are somehow a step below Civil War reenactments. They're very similar in many ways, but they're very different in some key ways. They're kind of like a Civil War reenactment, except they're very low on hygiene, much worse hygiene than the soldiers had in the Civil War, and they're very high on STDs, which somehow they had more than the soldiers in the Civil War. It's such they're never Renaissance fairs. Mm-hmm. They're medieval fairs. They don't call them that because Renaissance fair sounds better. There is never some great Da Vinci painting the Mona Lisa exhibit, or Michelangelo working on the Sistine Chapel, or anything that happened in the Renaissance. No, it's wenches and it's big turkey legs, and occasionally you see a knight fucking playing chess, and it's a dude who bought a devil stick at an old Grateful Dead concert his dad went to, and it's horrible. And it's just what they should do if they're going to call it, I guess the reason they don't call it a medieval fair, even though they've stolen everything from medieval times, they just don't want to have a cholera and dysentery exhibit at everywhere, which if you stay long enough you'll get it anyway. Don't eat the food, don't fuck those people.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
You're
my
rough
God.
on
No.
Renaissance people.
No, it's
I
horrible.
mean, we must hang out with totally different Renaissance people.
If you have gone to a Renaissance fair, if you've been in a Renaissance fair,
Huh?
have you been in them?
Mhm.
Did you get laid a lot? That's a
Depends
yes.
on your definition of a lot.
That's a yes.
Okay.
I promise you, there's one going on right now at my local park, just down the street, finishing up. I promise you, within a couple of weeks, the doctor's offices, the free clinics are going to be through the goddamn roof. Everybody sleeps with everybody else on Renaissance fairs, and most of them are not attractive people.
Well, you'd be fine if you use protection. I've never had any STD.
You're
and I've
very
fucked
fortunate.
a lot of people.
I'm very fortunate as well. I slept with a gal who was a big Renaissance fair girl, and then when she told me all the shit she was doing with all the people, I'm like, why did you suggest that you and I bare bone this one? I should have fucked you from another room.
With someone else's dick.
Kelly Guy said Ren fairs are where big girls really get to strut their stuff.
Well, that's fine. Hey, I have no problem with you walking around in costume and having a good time. Everybody gets to have some fun. The people are really dirty people. They're very.
Wendy said Ren fairs equal
God, I'm getting
LARPing
sick
for
to my
money.
stomach.
What? Ren fairs equal LARPing for money. And you know what LARP is?
Yes, live action role play.
Listen, can I tell you how I know?
Oh no.
I'm in a field. Not in a field. Let me go back.
She's in a dreamlike state.
My daughter had soccer at a field, and it was a new field for us. And so I dropped off, and I went back in the car, and I'm sitting there, and there are all of these adults, total adults, no kids, dressed up, playing with foam weapons, and they are hitting each other, like doing little scenes with foam weapons. So
and
I'm
throwing little colored bags of rice at each other. Yes.
Okay, so
and
I got
casting
out
spells.
and I said, "Can you tell me what is this? Is this an acting thing? What is this?" And they explained it to me, and that's what they said was the LARP. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. And so they explained, and they go to competitions, and you can compete against others, and with their foam weapons.
Yes, it's a big deal. My ex-husband was really into it. Really into LARPing. I was into LARPing simply because I could be an NPC, a non-playing character, and I was regularly the madam of the whorehouse.
Well, there you go. That's
my job.
Anything that lets you be a madam of the whorehouse.
That's right.
Something, you know.
The Society for Creative Anachronism, the all the Ren Fair people, the LARPers. I mean, please, I'm glad you have fun. I really am. I'm glad you meet other people who haven't bathed, and I'm very, very happy that you know, you found this dude who knows how to make this really bitchin' sword using, you know, recycled spoons or whatever the fuck he does. But, show me a true Renaissance fair and I'll actually go. But then there's not one in the whole goddamn country.
There isn't. No, I think they use Renaissance a little loosely. I think it should be more of a... They need to find another term for it. I've always thought they should have another term for
the
it.
Renaissance was not about what they're showing at these Renaissance fairs.
Renaissance does also mean kind of like, I can't think of the alternative.
It's a rebirth. It's a growth.
Yeah.
It's a,
a resurgence of sorts.
Yes, it was a
resurgence of cholera.
Yeah, that's just it. Exactly. Lots of cholera, lots of dysentery, and a whole lot of STDs.
My boss is listening, just so you all know. She's standing in the hallway listening.
Hello, boss.
Oh. Hi.
We're just talking STDs here.
We're talking about STDs and cholera.
Oh, awesome.
Are you gonna be here a while? I got some food. We'll share.
Some food.
Oh, awesome. Vaccinations, yeah.
Vaccinate your children. That, you know what? Let's talk about that.
Do you want to talk about that?
I do, because I know that you have some sort of twisted, weird. I know you are not an anti-vaxxer, but you're not quite a full-on...
I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I am of the parents make their own decisions for their children.
Yeah, this is...
mindset.
I have the same opinion that Penn Jillette. I listen to Penn Jillette's podcast, and I have...
Very smart guy.
Really would like to have him on our show.
And I saw it. I saw what you're talking about, where they did the experiment, you know, with the balls and the things, and I get what everybody's talking about. Okay, bottom line, let's take a step back. It's for anybody who maybe has been under a rock or not listening,
or living in Somalia.
measles outbreaks started in Disneyland. And so Disneyland is not only the place that, charges $2 million for a day of happiness.
They
it
also
is
get you
also-
a case of the measles.
Right. Now, from the get-go, as soon as this started happening, everybody's jumping on and there's multiple mindsets. There are the anti-vaxxers who believe in not vaccinating their children for multiple reasons. Some are religious, some are personal beliefs, some are medical beliefs.
And some do want their children to die young.
So that could be a possibility
It
as
just
well.
takes away
and
the
then
responsibility.
there's the majority who say this is scientifically proven and you need to vaccinate your children, doctors, everything, and all of that. So there are definitely two sides to it. But what we forget, going back to Disney, so this outbreak started
In the Renaissance part of the park, by the way.
There's nothing very specific and I've looked, not all of the numbers, at least as I have seen, as far as who is patient zero, who is the person who started this. Is it an unvaccinated child from the U.S.? Disney
Could have been an unvaccinated adult from the U.S.
It could have been an unvaccinated adult from the U.S. Or it could have been Disney is I won't say who. I almost said who too. My family member works for Disney at Disneyland.
Disney's one of the grossest places.
It is, and it also is. People are here from other countries that don't have the same, whether it's access to medical vaccinations that we do, who do not do it. It's not a requirement. They don't need it to enter school. So
Right.
there's nothing stating
Where
that
it
I
came
have
from.
seen that it is absolutely, an unvaccinated child sneezed on the child next to them, rubbed up against them, and now everybody in the fucking US has measles.
Not me. I was vaccinated as a child.
I was too, and I'm going to go get a booster. I got vaccinated again when my son was born. I'm going to go get another booster simply because it won't hurt you to get a booster.
Right.
It won't. I am a vaccinator. I believe in vaccines because I have a scientific mind and I know how they work and I've read all the studies, and there is zero connection between vaccines and autism. Zero.
Now, just to throw out, again, because this is where I come in, everybody can swear up and down
Because she's autistic herself.
There's zero connection. However, there are funds set aside by pharmaceutical companies
For people who've had
to
adverse
pay-
reactions to them. Yes, people
Right.
do have adverse reactions to
but
vaccines.
it's
No
a
one's-
lot more than is realized, and including cases of autism that they have been compensated for.
You see, here's the problem, though, with those funds that Big Pharma has set aside. Big Pharma has set them aside because people are allowed to sue them for everything under the sun, and they have to have that money. And even
Right.
though there is no scientific connection between a child who has autism and a child who has been vaccinated, if you sue Big Pharma and say, your vaccine caused my child autism, they will pay you whether it did or not. Period.
In some cases, yeah. Well, it's like the tobacco company.
It's exactly like
You
the
know,
tobacco
there's-
companies. They will pay you whether or not. Yes,
Sure.
there are people who have adverse reactions to vaccines. It happens all the time because people are allergic to shit.
Like,
and
the only time I get
unless-
the flu is if I get a flu shot.
Right, and unless you go out and get thorough genetic and scratch testing and all sort of other allergen testing done, you don't know if you're allergic to some of the carriers. My son didn't have a flu shot from the time he was born until like 2 or 3 years ago because he was allergic to eggs until he outgrew that egg
Right.
allergy. But he gets the flu vaccine right up the nose every year now, and he doesn't get sick. He doesn't get the flu. I don't get the flu. I get my vaccine. Like, everyone gets it taken care of. Sometimes I feel a little crappy afterwards, but they tell you that may happen. It's a side effect of the vaccine. But here's the thing. I don't think anyone should be forced to have vaccines done. I do, however, believe that schools and other public places have the right to tell you you cannot come in here if you have not been vaccinated.
Absolutely.
I believe in the power of the company
But
or
until
district
there
or-
is a law put in place that says that, how can the school discriminate against them? How can you tell me that somebody whose children are not vaccinated? Now, just a disclaimer, right up front, as part of this argument, my daughter is vaccinated. My daughter is up to date on her vaccinations. The last time we went to the doctor, here's what's coming up, here's what we need. However, I do not choose voluntary vaccinations. I choose what she needs for school, but she does not get, for example, the flu shot. And the reason we don't do the flu shot is that I have a very healthy little girl, and when she is sick, she responds very well to homeopathics and
Mhm.
bounces back quickly because that's what we have done for her since she was small. She just got sick last week, missed one day of school, and went back as well as can be.
Yeah, my kid
Because
does
she
the same
responds
thing.
very quickly, very well, and it's not something that I feel necessary because that's my choice. However, she does have everything as needed for school. So when I'm saying this, it's it's
Well-
not that I don't vaccinate now. With that being said, what you're saying is they have to have it in school. They have to have it to go into a building. So you're telling me now that in this case, somebody's religious rights it's okay
So there
that
are
we
there are exceptions
stomp
to
on
that
what their
rule.
religious rights are.
There are exceptions to that rule, just like there are exceptions to all of those rules, especially when in regards to religion. Yes, if you can prove that your religion requires you to not have vaccines, and that doesn't mean that you went out and joined this church last week just because you didn't want to just because you wanted to not have vaccines anymore. You have to have been. This has to be your true religious belief. It can't be.
How do you? Yeah, so what? You want
Every
them to
time
come
a
and bring in their
school-
tithing?
Every time a
Yeah.
school,
Or for
hang on.
years. So
Yeah, have
so
the
you
church
want it,
have
okay,
the deacon
so
write you a letter.
you want it
or whatever.
spelled out that says so and so has attended my church for 7 years, therefore they can be exempt from
And
the
our
vaccinations.
religious beliefs tell us that vaccinations are wrong in the eyes of our
But what
God.
difference does that make from the mother who feels very strongly that I don't want these poisons injected into my child? What makes that person any different than?
Because I don't want my child exposed to somebody who.
But they're going to be exposed to it.
Because religion is inherently stupid. And no one is allowed to just make stupid decisions willy-nilly. But I guess you are. I don't know, maybe. All I know is every time a school gets shot up by some crazy kid who brought a gun in, every parent on the planet goes, "Oh my God, how did this happen? How come they never thought to check lockers for guns?" Same kind of thing. Your kid is a little incubating bomb waiting to go off. And my child, who's not, is exposed to that kid.
Right. Now,
And-
just to share, Wendy's made a few comments. She said, God, keep those little unvaccinated Petri dishes away from my family.
Thank you.
Those visitors wouldn't be a problem if the U.S. parents got their kids vaccinated. Well, it would, because that's what's happening now. I don't care where the child came from. If a child there is unvaccinated and they're helping to spread it, it doesn't matter where they came from, whether they came from Southern California or they came from Timbuktu. It's still an unvaccinated child that spread it, just in my opinion. But she also said if my kid can't take peanuts to daycare, then you shouldn't be able to bring your Petri dish.
Yeah,
child.
exactly. There are more people on the planet that are bursting into flames because some food contains peanuts in it. Nuts. Oh my God.
Right.
My kid can't have peanut butter sandwiches at school anymore because somebody will probably die.
Well, my school has a peanut-free table, so you can bring peanuts. You just have to keep it away from the kids who don't have it. So, how about I would be okay with there being just a special school that all the children
Does
who
your
don't
son
want
go
to
to the peanut-free table?
Yes, he eats at the peanut-free table because he's allergic to peanuts.
Yeah.
So he sits at the peanut-free table, and he's fine with that because there's actually like 4 or 5 peanut-free tables.
Right.
There's a lot of kids who are allergic to peanuts. And I would be okay with if we did it that way. You want to attend public school? Fine. You want to attend public school and vaccinated? That's fine by me too. Let's do it the way we do it with children who are deaf and require special assistance. There's a school in town, public school, open to any parent. They get bused there like any other kid who lives outside of there. That's where they go if they want to go as a deaf student. If you want to go as an unvaccinated student, there's a special school just for you. It's public school. You get everything that you get if you went to the school you were zoned for, but you're not going to expose.
And who's wait, let me just ask one more real quick question.
Sure.
Who's regulating all of this? Is this the government regulating this?
It would be a local government.
But isn't that
city ordinance.
part
Boom,
of
it's
what
gone.
part of what you embrace as far as your affiliation, the fact that they believe that the government shouldn't have a hand in how you live your life? Unless it comes to vaccination.
Unless it comes to public health. That's exactly correct. The government, I don't think the government should tell me who I can fuck and who I can marry, and I don't think they have the right to tell me, I really don't think they should tax me as much as they do, and I don't think they should tell me that I have to have health care, or they're going to fine me for not having health care. But I do think that they have a right to say, hey, listen, you can't endanger the
Right.
people around you because of your belief. Your belief cannot infringe upon the rights of somebody else's beliefs.
So your belief that, well, never mind.
I
I'm not
just-
gonna.
So we will provide you
off
with-
topic.
Yeah,
Take
we
all-
can provide you with all of the same opportunities. I'm fine with that. I'm not ever going to say that the government should tell you you have to get vaccinated. I will never say that. I think that is against my
Because
my belief.
that's what it would come to be quite honest. If we
No.
want to say that all of these children should
In
be
order to attend
vaccinated.
this school in this zone, you would have to be, but that would be on a state to state, local government level,
I
whether
mean,
they
mine,
decide to
for
do
example, my daughter goes to a school where they can accept or deny her. I pay for her to go there.
that. Hmm.
They absolutely can turn, public school, they can't turn children
Yes,
away.
they
At her
can.
school,
They can
at-
expel you for any reason they
they
so
can
desire.
expel you. They can't turn you away. They can't say you live in this school zone. I'm not going to take you just because. My daughter's school can. They
Well-
can say we don't want you in our school and we don't have to accept you here. And even I could easily have not had her vaccinated, sign a waiver for based on my personal beliefs and send her to school. So how are they
See,
gonna and
this is
that's
why-
a private school that I pay for. How are they gonna regulate that at a
This is why I'm a big
Public.
fan of school choice, and why I believe that parents should have the right to choose what school their children go to. And then the government doesn't have to decide whether, nobody has to decide whether or not your child attends this school or not, and whether they, whatever. The school can decide what we will allow in the school and what we won't. We accept the public funding, we accept all of this, we accept all of that. The school then decides, are we going to take children who have violent histories in the past, who've been expelled from other schools? No. Are we going to accept children who are walking petri dishes and may expose some of the children who can't get the vaccines because they're allergic to them?
So the ones
How
who
come
can't get
nobody
the
ever asked-
vaccines, do they have to go too?
No.
So you can't get the vaccine for medical reasons. Don't you have to be bused to the special school now?
I would say so.
You're not vaccinated.
I would say so, but
Why is there never this kind of public outrage when there's a fucking case of head lice?
oh no, I'm a big.
Mysteriously,
I
everyone,
am-
Oh, let's get rid of the head lice. It's just shampoo. Let's do it. Why don't they do that? Why don't we have the same kind of outrage? It's the
Here's-
same thing.
Here's the thing I hate about head lice is that you know your child has head lice. There is no way you don't know your child has head lice. No fucking way you didn't notice the last time you were sitting next to your child at home, the fucking bugs crawling on their head. You sent that little asshole to school. It's the same parents who send their kids to school, hacking, coughing,
They
wheezing,
do.
snot dripping out of
They
their
do.
fucking faces,
You know why?
Ebola
some
sprouting
parents do
from their
that?
ears.
You know why some parents do that? Because they don't have a choice. I don't. I mean, I work from home, so I don't send my daughter sick. I believe in keeping her home one day. She will be better and ready to go, the next day, because again, that's just how she is. But not every parent has that luxury. So that's why I think I'm with you. I hate people who send their sick kids. I mean, we have one.
There are exceptions to everything.
One of my daughter's classmates, came back after being hospitalized, and within an hour was vomiting, in the trash can, and still they kept her there all day. And I'm going,
Right.
you guys are going to get my child sick. My child who has to go out of state for soccer, you're going to get her sick. But some
Yeah, it's a debate that there will never be a solution to it. That's the problem. The government will never
well,
be able.
they could because schools can make a sick room
Yeah.
for the kids, and if you have to send your kids, here's a
Some
sick
of
room
them
where
actually
they
already
can
have
still
one.
get,
They, they call it the
They do.
cafeteria.
Well, no, but they really do. There are some that do have sick.
We have a bacteria-free
rooms.
zone in the
Right,
cafeteria.
it's right next to the peanut-free table.
That's right.
Here's what. Okay, I'm going to ask you questions that one-word answers. That's what I'm asking from both of you.
Okay.
Okay. And we're taking politics out of this. We're taking your
One-word answers never work.
yes or no. You both have children.
Yes.
Yes. Got it.
As a parent, would you do anything to protect the safety of your child.
Yes.
Yes.
Why not vaccinate? It's
Because no, there's an answer.
Here's why. You want to be part of something. It's a movement. It's kind of
It's
like these
not a
people that are telling
movement.
everybody, we should stop drinking milk if we're adults. You know what? Who cares?
It's people
it's
who
not
are
that big a
choosing not
deal.
to inject their children with poison. Period. It
Some
is
of those
their
children were born
choice.
because the parents were drinking a lot of poison the night before.
This is true.
Some of those children are born a little droopy-eyed because of the shit their parents did. We don't seem to regulate them.
Yeah, we're not telling
they-
crackheads
but
they
they
can't have
have-
babies,
We
even
can't
though they're
just keep-
having
I know.
damaged babies because they have crack in their system.
If you know that the majority, here's a yes or no, if you know that the majority of cases in the world who get vaccines don't get the disease, wouldn't you give your child the vaccine?
The percentage of risk for me is acceptable.
You know, like,
That percentage of risk is less than 5% that something's going to
And
happen to
some
my
and
kid.
some feel that the percentage of the chance that their child contracting this is
Then their child should never leave their home because their percentage of risk of getting hit by a car is higher than contracting something after having the vaccine. Their percentage of risk of dying in a plane accident is higher than something that may have happened to them because they got a vaccine done. The risk that they will get shot at school is higher than the risk that they will have an adverse reaction to a
Right.
vaccine. And yet we
That's
still send our
that's their
put our children in cars,
choice.
put them in
That's their
planes,
choice.
and
What-
send them to
the
school.
only solution you're going to have here to getting children to all children to be vaccinated, the only solution you have is for the government to regulate it, which now you have
I'll
the
tell you what.
government's hands in. Here's what I have.
Make
them
Here's what I'm right to
free.
do with my child.
If they were free,
If they were
more
the
people
free,
would
no,
do it.
no, no, no,
Yeah,
no. They are
would.
free. Those who can't afford it, get them for free.
Yeah.
It is
Fantastic.
not. It is
You
not.
can get 'em
That
for
has
free.
nothing to do with it. A lot of the people, California is one of the biggest areas that they're unvaccinated, and it's not. You would think it's like Compton or downtown LA or something.
No, it's Beverly
it's
Hills.
the very
Right.
it's the very ritzy areas, the expensive areas.
Hypothetically, there's a disease out there
Hmm.
called the "I'm gonna kill your baby overnight" disease.
It's called SIDS. It exists.
Right, but I'm making it a little nicer. We know your baby has been exposed to this. Your baby could die. I also know there's a vaccine that prevents it. Would you give your kid the vaccine? As a parent who just said, I will do anything to protect
Right.
my children.
Well, I already said
You know,
I
it's-
vaccinate my child.
I know
so
you do.
it's not-
I'm just saying, people who have this
Hypothetically.
argument, two things here. People who have this argument drive me nuts because what it does is it takes the responsibility out of the parent's hand. They're like, oh, shit, not my fault. I chose not to vaccinate my child because I don't believe in it. No, it's the onus is on you to always do something to protect your child.
Mhm.
Secondly, this all started 10, 15 years ago from that Playboy playmate who was dating Jim
Oh
Carrey.
no!
Jenna
This
McCarthy.
Why are we
is
listening to
no.
her?
This is
No,
well
there
beyond
was
Jenny
a
McCarthy.
resurgence of it, but
The whole Jenny McCarthy thing, everybody wants to just blame her. This has nothing to do with
I'm
it. The
sorry,
whole
she's
movement
not
was
the-
well before Jenny McCarthy.
yeah.
You know,
ever
said
benchmark
anything.
She's the poster child for
She's
this.
not. People
Get
were
a better
doing it.
poster
People were
child.
doing it.
The
well
anti-vaccine
before.
movement has been happening since vaccines have been invented. There's
there's
always
still a
been
flat
My,
Earth
my
Society.
my daughter attended a daycare where she was the only child who was vaccinated.
And I bet she came back healthy.
As did they. They're all still healthy to this day. I still keep in touch with all of them.
Well, I
So
bet one of them's got that
they're
something that rhymes with werpies at this point.
no, they're all the same age as my child.
Herpes babies.
but
I'm
they're
just saying-
these parents.
Of course, there's
These aren't ignorant parents who were like, I just don't feel like it. I mean,
I'm
these
sure,
are
but-
well educated professional parents that just made
but
the conscious
parents.
decision that this is not
As
what
generations
I believe
go
in.
by, parents go out of their way to have less responsibility for the life they created. You can go to a store right now, any store in America, any restaurant in America, and you will see horrible children doing
Right,
horrible
but
things
those-
because of their horrible parents.
But
That's
they're
just
not,
one
but
last
it's not
thing.
horrible
It's just
parents.
one
It's
more
the
thing.
parents who are choosing not to are making a conscious decision. It's not that they're being shitty parents and like, I'm just not going to take them for the vaccination because I want to watch, Judge Judy, and eat bonbons. It's people who are saying, I'm making this conscious decision because I feel this is
Great.
right for my
That's
child.
fine.
And it's not that they don't
sue-
care.
Then you
it's
don't
that
sue
they
the
do
hospital,
care.
or that you don't sue the school, or you don't sue Disneyland when they come back with measles.
Yeah, that's true.
You
If
have
you're
to-
going to make the conscious decision to
Yeah.
not vaccinate, you can know.
You have to live
I
with your
believe.
decision.
I believe that you then have no right to create a malpractice suit or any sort of civil suit against the
I don't think
company.
they should either.
But
If
it will
it's-
happen.
Of
Here's
course
the
it will.
thing.
Has it?
The
We're
people.
just assuming.
No, it hasn't happened yet, but it will. That's the problem. We are so sue happy in this country, and we allow so many people to sue for such frivolous fucking bullshit that it will happen. I didn't vaccinate my child, and he went to Disneyland, and then he got measles, and that's Disney's fault.
Disney has a
No.
lot of money, so they should definitely pay us.
And yeah. And no, I don't think. I think the minute that hits civil court,
I know
the civil
who Patient Zero is, by the way.
Oh,
It's
do you?
Somebody who was wearing the damn Mickey Mouse outfit. Because they don't clean the insides of those things. I worked at
No,
an
they
amusement
didn't.
park once. They do not do anything.
They are
No,
dirty.
come on.
They
they spray some air
actually-
freshener in there.
No, they have to go in. They go every day and they're cleaned. They're cleaned by the company. They have to go in every day. They don't get to take the Mickey outfit home and throw it in the back of their vehicle. They go in every day. They go into a specialty area where they dress up, where they get their uniform. And that's everybody, whether you're
Sure.
like a park janitor, you're a character, any of that. They go to a special place that they have to get dressed, where their clothing is cleaned.
Called dressing rooms.
That's right. They're called dressing rooms.
No, it's a facility there.
Yeah,
it's an
no.
actual,
I know.
facility that they go
But
to.
aside from the fact that we all have a personal opinion on it, and I believe the government can't tell you. I believe wholeheartedly the government cannot tell you what you can and cannot do in your private life. But I do believe that public companies, people who own their own business, or schools that are private, or
Right.
anything else like that, they have the right to say, if you're not vaccinated, we won't allow you here. Schools,
They
public
can
jobs, things like that.
Well,
They have the right to do that. But eventually you're going to have somebody who says, you can't discriminate against me because I'm an anti-vaxxer. And here's
Well,
the thing.
do you
the
think they're going to do it that
anti-vaxxer-
way, or they're going to say you can't discriminate against me because I have a religious belief?
Of course they're
I'm
going to throw the
entitled to
religious
have.
belief around there. Do you think it's right that they're allowed to throw the religious belief around there simply because that's the only thing that they'll get to fall back on that they can use?
But what if it's their religious belief?
It's not going to be. That's the thing. There's going to be enough people out there who will pull up, well, it's my religious belief. Okay, then what I need to know is, who is your religious leader?
Mhm.
What is your religious text? What text do you use for religious study? And where is it written down or given to you by God that says you cannot vaccinate your children? And if you can't produce that, I don't think you should be able to use that as an excuse.
That's a crutch. And I don't doubt for a second that people have wanted to get rid of vaccine. Like I said, there's still a flat Earth society. There have been conspiracy theorists ever since
There
there
are
have
still
been things
people
that
who-
happen.
There are still people who believe that the sun revolves around the earth.
Right.
There are still
And
legitimate
the sun
fucking
revolves around
peepee.
me. So
right.
fuck that.
Yeah, there's still some seriously ignorant people.
Oh
They're,
it's
God,
just-
it's been 30 minutes.
Are they gonna- they might have to call you. The doors may be
I
locked.
asked them to. Are they
Okay.
murdering the animals to make the meat?
They're
on your
slaughtering
food?
our-
Well, all I know is it would have been less time if somebody out in the listening audience
Right?
would have bought us food.
At the
Somebody
beginning of the
would've hooked
show,
us
instead of
up.
us having to do it an hour in. That's right.
I'm really not supposed to eat after 8 o'clock. I'm working on my diet here, so. But I haven't eaten
I
anything
will lick
since
the
like
pizza
3.
in front of you. I'll be like,
That's fine.
I'm gonna rub the crust on my
I got
nipples.
the chicken.
I'm gonna
gonna
suck
eat
the chicken off. That didn't sound good, but
She's gonna suck the chicken off. She just said that out loud. You know, I got a chicken right here. If you'd like to suck that off.
So let's.
Some would call it a
I meant
cock,
to
but
stuff
I mean,
off the chicken.
I want to know, you ended up at a bar Friday night and then you were out. Did you go to Red Label Saturday night? Is that
We
where you
did not
were?
go to Red Label. We went somewhere else with friends.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Where
And
did you go Saturday
tell us
night?
about your story. You got a story to share.
Yeah, how was your Valentine's? Did you get laid?
I guess.
What?
I never have any
She's-
interesting stories. Yes, I had sex. That's it.
Was it good sex?
Apparently not.
We've talked about this before. I hate Valentine's Day.
Mhm.
I absolutely hate Valentine's Day. I feel that it's like created by Hallmark. It's a commercialized holiday. If you don't want to tell me 365 days a year that you love me, then fuck you. I don't need one day for you to do so. I don't want flowers, period, but I don't want flowers on this one day where they're going to be 3 times the price to prove that you love me. Pick me some shit up off the dude, selling them out of a bucket off the freeway if you really want to get me some flowers. Like, pick up that $5 bouquet. That's cool. Don't do it on the one day that all
See,
these,
it's funny. When I say this, everyone tells me what a horrible person I am and
No,
how
oh, no,
romantic
she's-
and this, that, and the other.
She's a
woman
cold,
says
dead
this,
heart.
Oh, that's fine. You're allowed.
No, she has a
I
cold,
have
dead heart.
nothing.
No,
I
there's
feel nothing
here-
inside.
Valentine's Day is the absolute worst.
So-
Tell you what, I would rather go to a Renaissance fair for a week than spend one day of Valentine's Day with any human being.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm that dead set against it. One of the nicest things about when I was married is my wife at the time told me if I ever wanted to get rid of her, buy her a Valentine's Day card. Because she hated
that what
it
you
just
did?
as much. No, I really should have. I really should have. But yeah, she hates it just as much for that very reason.
But-
I
and
don't
then-
even need to love somebody 365 days a year. You could take 65 days off. Take 2
Right.
months off.
Yeah, that's it.
Because
That's
let's
it.
face it,
That's cool.
you can't love everybody all the time. Everybody eventually is a bitch.
I don't need you to profess every day, but however,
But do
don't
something
pick
nice.
that day.
Yeah.
Don't pick that day. Any
Well,
other day.
I always try telling people, like, hey, whatever, is anything ever happen on August 2nd? No, really, there's nothing there. Well, wouldn't it be great if I just showed up one day, flowers, chocolates, or Chinese food, hey, we're going out, or blah, 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 pampered you on that, just because? Oh my God, I would love that. See? Isn't that better?
I would love that, except that here's the problem. Men often forget to do those things. And Valentine's Day is a
Women
good day.
often forget they have to blow their men.
Yes, this is
But
true.
it's steak and BJ day.
Yes,
which
March
is the
14th.
equivalent,
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
March 14th
March
is Pie
14th.
Day.
No,
Motherfuckers.
March
It's
14th.
also steak and
March
BJ
14th
day.
is steak and blowjob day. Pie day is not a real day.
Pie Day is a real day. I'm
There
just
we go.
saying. I eat pie on March 14th.
Well, there you go. I do too after I get my
You
steak
used
and
to
my
eat pie all
blowjob.
the time, but it's
My
another
mom.
story.
I eat pie whenever I can. So Valentine's Day, yes, maybe it was mass marketed and created and whatever. That's fine by me. It has been the one day that everyone reminds my significant other, by the way, you have to do something special for your partner.
And right there is the problem. You
if there
have to.
wasn't, well, here's the thing. If there
I'm
wasn't,
not going to get my child vaccinated. I'm not buying you flowers.
here's the thing. Some guys will forget to do special things for their partners because they're idiots, and they will never do special things with their partners.
Well, some people
I
are
believe-
just assholes.
Valentine's Day saves a lot of relationships because at
And
least
that's-
girls know they can look forward to one day a year. My boyfriend isn't, or my husband isn't an idiot
Well,
or an asshole.
here's what you and I are finding out, because you and I belong to a group
Mm-hmm.
where half of it was we had a fabulous Valentine's Day. Look at these beautiful flowers my spouse bought. Look at this. Look at what I got here. Here's what we did. It's fabulous. And the other half where he forgot. He didn't do anything. He still made me clean. He's still this and this and this.
Well, you actually need to split that into thirds because then there's the third. They're like, I'm single and lonely and screaming Adele songs to my cat on the floor tonight.
Right.
Yeah.
So, whatever, that's a lot of pressure. Now, that's 3 groups of people who, one is all happy because they had a really fabulous Valentine's Day. Wendy of Neverland just said, she tells her spouse every day she loves her, but they had a fun romantic Valentine's Day in San Francisco,
Mhm.
which is awesome. I mean, that's great. That worked for them.
If you
You know,
went
that's
in March,
fun.
it would have been
However-
cheaper
It would have been cheaper.
and warmer
But
and nicer.
it's a lot of pressure for that
More
other. So
days.
that one group is great, but the other 2/3, the ones who are sitting there hugging their cats, crying why, and the other one where because their significant other didn't do anything,
'Cause
and
he's
now
an
they're
idiot.
upset and sad. That's a lot of pressure. Fuck the day altogether. With that being said, I did get me some new nail polish yesterday.
With that being said, I did get some beautiful jewelry.
I got something for it.
So,
But I don't
When
ask,
I've
nor
had
do
to
I
do it,
expect.
I've done great Valentine's Day, but I am a very romantic human being. But I see no point. I truly believe that Valentine's Day is for desperate people who are incapable of being comfortable with themselves.
Now, see,
Because
my partner and I we do a lot of special things for each other all the time.
But did you do it on Valentine's Day? Please don't tell me something super sappy. I might vomit. I
No.
don't think I can handle
No, they
it.
played the dating
exchanged-
game and tried to find other people to fuck.
That's
yeah.
exactly what we did. No, we went to. That's the hilarious thing. Like Andy was so shocked that was our Valentine's date. Like we came
Yeah.
to his book
I was almost offended.
release party. Really?
Like, what? No, I don't want any part of this.
But we had a good time, and we use Valentine's Day as an excuse to go out and have a date because normally we would just sit at home and enjoy each other's company. You know, have sex, eat chocolate. We do all of this normally anyway. It's just now we do it. We dress up and go do it out somewhere else. It's just an
Try
excuse
doing
for
it
a
on,
date
like
night.
June 22nd.
We do occasionally do it on random days.
It says order has been delivered. No, it hasn't, fucker. Pete the pizza maker.
Well,
Maybe they're here right now.
did they call you?
No, nobody's called me.
We'll go check out in the front.
Jesus Christ.
So I will cut a bitch over pizza.
Damn. Don't do
I'm
that.
Not even messing.
I have money if you
No,
want
it's cool.
money. I have money. Okay, well.
Your money's no good here.
But I ordered chicken. I went off the pizza menu and I ordered chicken.
I like Valentine's Day, but Valentine's Day has to be done right for me. It can't be, you have to put, just as if you were going to do anything, okay. If you're going to do something special for me, you have to put some thought into it. You can't just do what everyone else does. I do not like red roses.
Okay.
Because it takes no thought to get your girlfriend red roses. No
Right.
thought whatsoever. You don't have to remember what my favorite flower is. You don't have to remember what my favorite colored rose is. You don't have to remember any of that crap. It takes no thought, no planning, no romance whatsoever to get me a bouquet of red roses. Because again, you can get them out of a bucket on the corner for
Sure.
$5. So I generally despise red roses. Now, my ex-husband brought me red roses because I quote, "It doesn't matter what you want. It matters that I want to give you something." And I'm like, kind of don't want herpes, and I'd rather you not give me
Yeah.
that either.
You know, if they had a vaccine for that.
I would get the vaccine for herpes. I would get the vaccine for all of it.
Yeah, Valentine's Day just, you know, when I bring it, I bring it. And anybody
Rotten.
who has ever been on has been the beneficiary of my love and my romance. We may not be together today, but they will tell you how wonderful I am at that stuff.
Aw.
And the thing is, if you can't love somebody the majority of the year, then just kick them out. This is why I personally think, like, I think we need to take the holiday back. We need to make it just a day again, which is why I am trying so hard to encourage men to dump their wives or their girlfriends on Valentine's Day. Specifically, do it after the sex, because then it's even more. There's more power there. Because you know, like I break up with a girl. I love to listen to Led Zeppelin. Mysteriously, she never listens to Led Zeppelin again because, oh no, Andy used to love it. Now we broke up. They will eventually associate Valentine's Day with heartache, pain, and misery, and they'll just not give a shit anymore. So if there are any men listening,
So you're kind of
Dump
working
your
on
girl.
the whole measles thing then, you know,
Yes.
like if you can get one person infected and make sure nobody else
Right.
is vaccinated for it,
but
everyone will
the
get
difference
infected.
is measles is not for the good of all mankind, whereas getting rid of Valentine's Day
Is for the good
will
of
benefit
mankind.
all of the world. So
Yeah.
seriously, just next year you got a whole year to plan this. Have your dinner, drinks, get all that sex, and then go, yeah, baby, I gotta go. We're done here forever.
Yeah,
And
I
then-
agree.
And you know, and give her a really horrible reason too. Why? Break up with her with a text or a post-it. You know, do the Carrie Bradshaw thing. Give her a post-it on Valentine's Day. That's the way to do it. Where's our food?
Did you call them?
I called them.
And
They said that the driver already left with our order. That's why it's showing as delivered. Fuck you, Domino's. That's not what it means.
You know, I miss the days when Domino's would deliver within 30 minutes or it was free. You know what
and then
else I
they
miss?
killed people and
Yeah.
had to change that.
That's right. And they changed it. Much like the children who aren't vaccinated are killing other children. We can change that.
It's you realize it's not just the unvaccinated children carrying it. I mean, even vaccinated individuals have carried and spread.
Yes, but people
You know,
who are
we've
vaccinated.
we've already moved well beyond.
Yeah,
now.
we're,
I
we're
mean,
beyond
You brought it
measles.
back up.
I'm
we-
being
we-
sarcastic now, so
You
it's,
brought it
so we
up.
can't.
We compared
back in.
we compared Valentine's Day to the measles.
we did while you were gone.
Awesome.
Yeah, you missed.
He's
a good
trying
one
to spread Valentine's Day hate like
well, I'll tell you what
case of the
I'm
measles.
trying to
I'm
do.
all for it.
I'm trying to get, since you don't like Valentine's Day as much as I don't, what I'm trying to do is convince men that we need to take the day back, so they have to break up with their wives or girlfriends on Valentine's Day, specifically after the sex. And eventually all women will
good,
just,
yeah.
they
And
will
they'll hate it.
dread the day so much that I don't want to do anything for Valentine's Day. Let's not do anything.
Kelly Guy said he plans to foil your evil plan next Valentine's Day.
Oh God, I hope
my
he doesn't
evil plan.
propose to me.
Oh,
sweet Jesus.
God, don't do it.
No.
Oh.
Of course, he's not the marrying type, and neither am I. So, people get offended when I tell people, when they are like, "Oh, you guys gonna get married?" I'm like, "Oh, Jesus, dear God, no."
Oh, God, no.
And people get offended when I say, "No, I don't ever want to get married. I don't want to marry him."
I love him. I don't want to marry him.
Exactly.
I don't want to do that to the guy.
I get more flack for that than I get for having a long distance relationship.
You now, just so you know, though, if you are going to ever get engaged, do not do it on a holiday, or do it on a holiday. Then you get to keep the ring regardless.
Yes.
Because then it's considered a gift versus something
Versus
you
a
have to
promise, a
return.
contract.
Well, if I ever
Yeah.
got married again, I wouldn't want an engagement ring. An engagement ring is an actual construct of the De Beers Diamond Company. Before the 1930s, getting an engagement ring was not part of the engagement process.
Right.
De Beers launched an advertising campaign that you aren't properly engaged unless you give your girlfriend a 1-carat diamond engagement ring.
Seal the deal.
Oh, it's the same. My little brother. Oh, we should call him. I was thinking about it. I want to try and get him on
Can
air.
he-
Isn't
get
he
us
on
our food
Alaska
faster?
time?
He's in Alaska.
Oh,
They're
then
an
he
hour
can't help.
behind us. He can't get his food fast.
He can't get food
faster, but-
delivered to him either.
No, they don't have they don't have running water. They don't have restaurants. He pisses in a bucket.
Well, it's Alaska. Yeah,
He's
I mean,
teaching in a very, very
It's-
remote village in
it's
Alaska.
the place that elected Sarah Palin governor.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they don't have much.
It's they
They're
had
regretting that.
they had people with guns come into the village and try and hold up a teacher. Now they self-police themselves, so they don't have a police or anything like that. And so my brother had to go in lockdown until they could fly in troopers
Oh, my.
to secure the situation.
Did-
So
So what I want to know is, why didn't the other villagers who have guns come out and shoot a motherfucker?
I don't know if they do.
There you go.
Oh,
of
see,
course they do.
They're
They
if you
hunt.
live
They
if you
hunt
live in
and
Alaska,
forage.
you
They-
almost have to have a weapon because you have to be able
Yeah,
to
you
protect
have a
yourself
weapon.
from
There's
the
a lot of different
bears.
weapons. No, not where they're at. There's no forest. They live in like the tundra.
Oh, they live on the marshland.
They live in the
That's
marsh.
right, because they're
They
sinking.
live in the tundra. They're sinking. They need their clubs to club the seals. Stuff,
hey, let's
stuff
go
like
clubbing.
that. Literally, he showed me pictures of
Oh,
like
I'm
club
aware,
baby
yeah.
seals, and
Remember
that's
when
how
that
they
was all the
eat.
rage? Remember, like
Right?
in the 80s?
That's
Oh, they're
good
clubbing
times.
baby seals. Yes, because they're delicious.
But
You
he,
have to eat them when they're that size, otherwise it just becomes blubber. And that's only good for making other products.
Skincare products
That's right.
and oil lamps.
So what could he possibly be doing to foil my evil plan? You're getting a marriage proposal. Yeah.
Good God, I hope not.
Please do, Cali Guy. Please, can we film it so I
No,
can see the
because
look
then
on your face?
my world would be shattered, because when we started this relationship, I took a year off of sex and decided to focus on myself and figure out what it is, because I was having bad relationship after bad relationship after bad relationship, and I was like, I need to figure out what it is I want in a guy, because apparently I have no fucking idea and I'm screwing myself over. And so I sat down and I spent an entire year creating a list of things that I need in a relationship
All right.
that will make a relationship successful for me. One of the things I included in that list was a willingness to commit/get married within a reasonable period of time. Now, I was always flexible on the whole marriage part, but not on the whole commitment part. Like, I need a commitment from you that we're going to do this forever. At some point, or we're going to try to do this forever, at least. I need that commitment from you. And so that was like the only thing at the beginning, because I sent him the list. I sent every guy I went out on a date with. After the date, if we were talking about a second date, I'm like, I got a list of things that I need out of a relationship.
There's nothing crazy or there's no red flag about that. Wow.
He and I are still together 5 years later.
Okay, but how many other guys went, what the fuck? She's got a list?
Exactly, and they left. And you know what?
I would too. That's a little obsessive right there. I have a list of things I want out of a woman too, but a lot of them, when they read that list, they know they're not the one.
See, exactly. I had a list, and if you could look over this list, and I had like a silent like rule, like if you could argue some of the points on my list successfully, maybe we give it a try. And he argued the marriage part. He was like, well, I've never wanted to get married. I've been in lots of long-term relationships. I do want a partner for the rest of my life, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm okay with this as long as we can make
I am not
that
opposed
commitment
to getting a girlfriend or a long-term relationship or whatever you want. But you want me to marry you? You really, really, really better. Your vagina better be made of gold, and I should be able to take the lips to the gold and silver pawn every time the price goes up. Every goddamn time.
Speaking of gold and silver lips, did you see the article about getting your bunghole cast in
yes.
chocolate?
Yeah, who doesn't want that?
A chocolate bunghole for Christmas. They will even cast them in bronze now so that you can
Yeah, but don't
give
eat
your
that.
partner.
Yeah,
No,
you
no,
don't want to
eat
eat the
that.
bronze.
No, but
Hey,
the chocolate.
Did I tell you I had 2 gigs the other day on the 13th? One was fantastic because I barely did anything. The other, I don't know how I got roped in this. Probably because I was already working for this person. I'd already turned down this job, and then she said, "Oh no, come on, you'll be right there. It's an extra $50." And it falls in with this awful Valentine's Day stuff. It was a flash mob wedding proposal.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was, and it was, first off, and I told her I'm vehemently against that. I think any man who has to go to all of these ridiculous lengths to make their wedding, jumbotron at the Super Bowl or this, and I'm the guy who came, and like we were just talking about, she wanted to come up with some great romantic things to do for some of her clients on the high roller. I said, well, okay, well, here's what you do. The person standing in line waiting to get on, every person that comes off walks up, hands a rose to the girl. Last person comes off is wearing a tuxedo and he's got a ring. Boom, there you go.
That is awesome.
That just came off the top of my head because
I would
I'm
love that.
fucking mantic. And she's like, oh my God, that's great. I'm like, yeah, I know. But I really think otherwise, I really think these are, if you want to marry somebody, you should be able to look at them and say, I love you. I want to marry you.
Yes.
That's it. Now, so we're doing this. There's this whole orchestrated nonsense we're doing, and it's going to be a big surprise and all this crap. I have never felt like I have actually whored myself out
until then.
Until that moment. I'm like, this is it. And it was for $50 measly. Dude, it was just a couple of pieces of silver, for fuck's sake. I mean, oh.
What did you do?
Okay. Here's the idea. The bride and the soon-to-be bride and groom and some other people are there helping us do a flash mob on a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? They're actually part of the thing. Out of nowhere, there's this beautiful woman sitting at the Aria, sitting on a bench at the Aria. Suddenly, that stupid song comes out. Hey, baby, I think I want to marry you. That stupid song just starts coming from out of nowhere. Hey, food's here.
I need to go get plates.
And
Napkins.
Yeah,
so
set it down over there.
So then now more people start walking out, and we're all lip syncing to the song. They're dancing. Each verse has another thing. I'm coming out and I'm juggling. Then there's 2 dancers come out and they're doing like a little adagio thing. Another gal comes out. She throws money in the air because that's a line in the song, all this crap. And then the last thing is the fake groom comes out and proposes to our fake bride. Then what happens is somebody stops, and they hold up a sign that says, hey, is anyone here from St. Louis, blah, blah, blah county? And this woman goes, yes, I am. And it was the actual bride. And then there's another thing that says, hey, Ruth, Bob thinks you're really amazing. And then Bob then proposes to her in front of everybody. And then she's like, oh, my God.
That's actually kind of sweet.
Yeah, it doesn't. No, it's not.
Your idea is very romantic, too.
My idea was way better.
But
here's the thing.
Romantic.
All right. Now, we've already done the hard work for him. Mm-hmm. He bought a ring. You should have seen this fucking ring, too.
I fucking hate engagement rings.
The fact that this ring was it had to have been a 4 or 5 carat diamond. It was huge. And I only got paid $50 fucking dollars, and so did everyone else there. Fuck you in your ass with the hard edge of that ring.
That's right.
Next, we've done the hard work. We've successfully executed the surprise. All he had to do is show her the ring and ask. He had a speech. He had a speech that he'd been preparing forever. Why didn't he just say that stupid speech to her anywhere else?
Yeah.
Why do all that extra shit? He already had thought exactly the perfect thing to say to the person who was most likely going to say yes anyway. And so why not?
Just once, I want a
Here's-
girl to be it be a big televised event, and like,
And
did you
she
see the guy?
doesn't.
The guy, there was a young guy who proposed to his girlfriend on the Today Show on Friday night
Mhm.
or Friday morning, and the whole time I'm sitting there going, "Oh Jesus, she looks super nervous. What if she says no?" I really wanted her to say
Oh,
no.
yeah, it's
I really
At that
want
point,
some.
you have to say yes and change it later. But the reason I brought my brother into
That's
it
the other thing.
before
No, that's
is
terrible.
because my brother had just he's planning on proposing, and he just texted me the other day. He's like he's having a custom made ring done, and he texted me like, here's how much I still owe on it, and I'm like like, that's what you still owe? That's
Tell you what,
ridiculous.
take that money and buy a house.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't spend that money on all that money on a diamond ring. If you're gonna get me an engagement ring, find out what my favorite stone and what my favorite metal is, because it certainly isn't gold. And if you're going to spend that kind of fucking money on anything, buy me a fucking house.
Okay, so Kelly Guy, just to clarify, you are not getting engaged. Relax.
Woo! Thank Jesus.
Relax. He's going to follow your plan by not breaking up with you on Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay, that's good.
So,
That's
so
the
he's just
plan.
admitting that he's just not strong enough as a man to take back a day. That's what he's saying. Is that what he's saying? I'm pretty sure that's what he's saying. I'm pretty sure.
I
pretty
believe
sure
what
he's
it
saying that
is.
his testicles have fallen off and he's now growing a vagina.
No, I can
Is
attest
that
to
what
the
he said?
fact
No,
that
I'm
there are
just
still
kidding. By all
testicles
means,
there.
I think he was pretty cool. You two were adorable together. I hope you stay together for a long time.
Me
And I
too.
hope you never ask her to marry you.
I hope so too. I'm gonna go get plates. You guys talk. I'll be right
Okay.
back.
And there's
Okay.
food. Bring me food.
So, oh yeah. So, the other reason I bring up my brother and the reason I wanted to call him is that I feel because oh my God, that looks so good.
The hell, man.
Can I eat some of that burnt crusty stuff?
Sure. I think they call that cheese. Crunch it right into the microphone too. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
It's delicious.
Did you turn me off?
No, I turned mine like
Oh,
I can turn you back on, baby.
can you? Wait, I have to eat some more of that
Dig in,
crusty
dig in.
stuff. Oh
No,
my gosh.
you have some chicken too, please.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, so my brother's getting married. We're very, very close. He's my younger brother, about 8-year difference.
Congratulations.
Yay. And I call him up one day and I said, you know what? I feel I should be the best man. And he said no. And I said, people do it all the time now.
Maybe he has an actual male friend he wants.
He
to
does.
Yeah.
He already has his lineup. And I'm like, but none of them matter.
They're
It should
terrible
be
people.
me. I don't care if they've been your best friends since you guys were 3 and played in sandboxes and drove big
I'm
wheels.
your sister. I should be
I'm
the
your
best man.
sister. I should. I feel I should. So I feel I need other people to help influence him that this is a awesome decision and it's super modern and fun and this is what should happen. I'm actually going to eat a piece of this.
Please have one. No, what he should do is first
Ah.
off, not get married. That's the first thing you should do. And then since he's stuck with it anyway, he should get married in like a cemetery or something. Let's do something. If you want to do something modern and interesting, let's get married in a cemetery. And no flowers. Tell you what, just wear up jeans and a t-shirt. Because if you love a person, it doesn't
Right?
matter. You shouldn't have to do all that.
But no, I'm certain it'll be a big wedding. I mean, she's fabulous and went with him to Alaska. And has taken
Which
this
is-
time away
that's a
from
hell of a
her.
move, yeah.
Taken this time away from her life so he could live this adventure. And
Well, that's very nice. Congratulations.
I still feel I should be best man though. I need to find a way to make that
if
happen.
he's actually willing and eager to get married, let him do it however the hell he wants. Because I promise you, he doesn't want to be there. No man ever wants to be at a wedding, especially his own. So if he's holding true to
Never
this,
wants to be there.
yeah. So just let him have the one or two things, because it's pretty much the only time he's going to get any say in the relationship, regardless.
Hmm.
No, he's just destined to. Yeah, it's a marriage, so pretty much he's lost all opportunity to have an opinion.
Well,
And so let him
I
have.
still should be best man.
Let him. No, I don't know. I was the best man for exactly one wedding. I am the best man ever. Best man speech you're ever going to get. It worked out great.
I can totally write a killer speech. I could throw a killer bachelor party. I can drink him and his fucking friends under the table
Well,
like
there you
there's
go.
no tomorrow.
Would you like a fork?
I think. Did you have any napkins? Can I wipe it on Andy's pants?
They're due for a washing. Thanks, nobody, for buying us food.
Oh, this one that has sausage slices on it. I'm not a fan of sausage, but
But you're the one who actually said
I know, but I've never quite seen it like that before.
it was on the picture on the screen.
Well, that doesn't count.
Oh, that's so cute. That's so precious. She saw it. She even said, "Ooh, should we get the sliced Italian sauce?" It's on the permanent record, and it's a picture shows up on the screen.
But it normally doesn't look like that.
And then I hope everyone saw this. She did this and put it back down. Oh, I'm eating that now. I'll just leave this over here.
Yeah, I would put that there. Now check mine out.
Ah,
No sauce or white sauce.
I just put your pizza there. You
Double
missed-
meat.
Did you hear any of that fun that was going on?
No.
She opens it up and says, "Oh, it's got sliced Italian sausage on it."
I've never seen it like that.
And there's a
Thank
photo
you.
on the screen. As she picks the toppings, it puts it up on the screen. She's cute though.
And then
She's got a knife.
I sniffed it and I put the piece back so
She
Andy
did.
ate it, so
I
you
ate
didn't
the,
get
I
my
ate the piece of
sniffing
sausage
piece.
that she sniffed and put down.
She has issues.
Want a
She
slice?
can't watch me eat breakfast.
Okay.
No, she cannot watch me eat breakfast. I need to put that right there.
Because you mix your shit together. It's not meant to do that.
Oh, are you one of those food can't touch people?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, my ex-wife was a person like that, and I'm convinced that's the birthplace of oddities in women. Much like, guys who put their dicks in shoes had something happen to them like something happened to you that fucked you up because, no, my food must never touch. And it's so fucking stupid. You go to a restaurant, they're going to put the food on a plate. They're not going to give you sectioned off plates like you're at a cafeteria in grade school. They're going to put your food on a plate.
But she doesn't just have the food touching. She mixes it together and smushes it and adds wet stuff and makes it like a goulash.
Mm-hmm.
It's like breakfast stew. It is really disgusting.
Have you seen how it comes out?
No, I
It all
don't
comes out
look.
the same in the end.
I don't poo-poo.
From the end.
So.
I know at least 3 or 4 women that have this food can't touch thing, and I'm like, I gotta find out what fucked you up because A, it's just stupid, and B, it's just stupid. So it's food. Eat it like real people.
I just believe my food can't touch your mouth.
Yeah, there you go. What's wrong with that?
Mm.
I don't want you licking my pizza.
Oh, she did
Then
that
I won't do it again.
too. Again, that's the key. Oh, thank you, man. The only thing that would make this pizza any better than this food is if somebody bought it for us.
It would be great.
But
If it was free, it would be tastier.
nobody loves us.
What'd you get on your pizza?
I get white sauce
Mm-hmm.
and double meat.
What kind of meat?
It's beef. It's like cheesesteak.
Okay. I'm gonna have to try a slice.
It's like steak 'em. Yeah, go for it. You want a slice?
I'm good.
You can lick the stuff off the top.
No, I'm good. This is
I'll
actually
eat your carbs.
this chicken is fantastic for me, so
Mhm.
I'm good. By the way, these are great.
Mm-hmm.
Domino's, if you give it to us for free, I'll even talk more about them.
Ooh, we should try to do that. We should try to get Domino's or Pizza Hut to sponsor us.
There you go.
Mm.
What you do is you say, look, we're the curvaceous bounty of Sin City. We love to eat. We talk about it. We embrace this, and we love pizza. We will love the shit out of your pizza.
We will do a whole 5-minute segment where all we do is eat your pizza.
Yeah, it's on the webcam. We can show your logo.
Do you know how many people would just tune in just to watch us eat?
Well, that's just it. That you'd build a huge fetish crowd right there.
Mhm.
Like right now, there's a bunch of people that are watching this going, if they get rid of that fucking dude in the middle and just let me watch these two eat, I could get a boner going.
I'd be jerking it right now if that dude wasn't sitting there.
hmm
There are plenty of dudes who don't give a fuck if another dude is there. They will jerk it.
Hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, that's my question. So, I'm going to have to ask you. You have to answer for the entire male population of the human race.
Okay, I take that responsibility very, very seriously.
Have you ever been in a circle jerk?
No.
Why is it such a big deal?
Is
Like-
there a woman lying down underneath getting ready to catch it all?
Mm-mm.
Then why would I be there?
Okay. So
Yeah.
why do guys do it?
I don't.
Do
okay,
they still do it? Is that a thing?
I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the thing. I know of them. I've heard of them happening. I heard of one happening at a party that I left like 10 minutes earlier, and I'm like, really? What the fuck is this all about?
Yeah, no, guys even plan these things. They're like, come on over, everybody come over. We'll pick a porn and we'll all sit around and masturbate together.
No.
Yes!
I've been in a room.
No, seriously?
I've been in a room with many of my friends watching porn, and at no point did anyone think, you know what would make this a whole lot better?
If we pull out our penises.
Yeah, if we just all started jerking it in front of my best friend here. Never been in one, don't know why. I've heard they happen. That being said, now if we got some woman that we're going to humiliate with my own jizz, yeah, I'm all yeah. Let's get all my friends here. You lie down. This is what we're doing. That makes considerably more sense to me.
I love bukkake.
Buk-
Because
Bukkake.
there's a fabulous sexual element to that. But a bunch of
We
guys
have
just
a
jerking
guy
Can I have
who
a
will,
slice
with a
of pizza?
bukkake, he will lick all the jizz.
off. Once again, something happened to that guy when he was younger.
No, he,
He taught himself to like it.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
his wife, I believe, made him teach himself to like it.
So we know who fucked him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm never wrong about these things. Everyone goes, no, that's not how. Oh, yeah, you're probably right. Because, and once again, I got no problem. I know what my jizz tastes like. Every man does eventually. Sooner or later, you find out accidentally, or somebody. You're laughing over here.
No, I fell off the chair.
How do you find out how your
Yeah, how
jizz
do you
tastes
find out?
accidentally? That's like I accidentally fucked a chick. Yeah, no. Swallow first.
Yeah, let me finish my food. You're lying on the bed. It's been a while. You're jerking off. It completely overshoots your whole jizz tarp you threw down or whatever you're planning on catching and
You're
cleaning
just
up with.
tarp. You're just tarp.
We're adding that to our
Oh,
cum rags.
oh God.
Next thing you know, bam!
Hit
just
you in the
given
mouth?
yourself a facial, or and well, you're coming. Very few people, unless if you're in prison, come quietly. So you're probably having a little moment. Next thing you know, jizz. Oh,
Not
okay.
bad.
Yeah, there you go. Plus, and I tell people this all the time. While I don't think that I am super freaky, but there are certain things I enjoy to do with people. Parents are very good at this. When children don't eat their vegetables. No, I don't like them. How do you know if you haven't tried? If I expect a woman to swallow my jizz, I have to be able to tell her, you know what? It's really not that bad. Here's what it tasted like to me. And if that works, great. If not, but
I like that idea.
there are plenty of things that I want to do to my partner that if I haven't done it to myself on some level, I at least get very good notes from the last person I did it from. So I can here's what you're in for. Is this what you would like to have done? If not, we can move on.
I'm tweeting this out. You overshoot your jizz tarp. Andy, on how a guy can accidentally taste their own semen.
This pizza is really good. Your pizza is
Isn't my pizza
really
good?
good. Mm-hmm.
You should try it, man. You're missing out.
This was perfect.
I will
right
lick
here.
the carbs off for you.
It's okay. We'll tell you what. Let me have some of the meat off the top there.
Okay.
Just throw a piece on here, and I'll just eat some of the meat off top.
Try that. Okay. That
There's
way you
for-
can get the meat with.
There's Andy. I just want the meat.
Just give me the meat, because I want to overshoot my jizz tarp.
You overshoot your jizz. Oh my God, that's the best.
You missed the I'm row fucking mantic.
Hashtag jizz tarp.
Hashtag jizz tarp. There you go. You
Yes,
got
and
a
I'm
hashtag
row
that.
fucking mantic. That's right. Hashtag row fucking mantic. I wrote a book of romantic poetry, for God's sake. You get weepy-eyed every time you read it because it's so beautiful.
It is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
And that's coming from someone with a dead heart.
She does
I
have a
know.
cold, dead heart.
You-
I
that's-
do.
I've heard
No
this.
romance lives
None.
within her.
Dead.
Woman after my own cold, dead heart.
That's it.
Oh, this same woman who booked me for this, the flash mob wedding proposal. We're going on, and I'm telling her the same thing. I'm like, look, if I
Another
love you,
piece.
Yeah.
I should just be able to say, I want to marry you and give you a ring and tell you I love you and all these things. And she's constantly, her
Oh,
go-to
goodness.
You can also have
position.
Andy's meatless piece.
There you go. But her go-to position is always, well, then why aren't you married? I'm like, what does one have to do with the other?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when did love have anything to do with marriage? It really doesn't. As soon as you get married, you don't love that person anymore. The worst thing you could do is love that person and then marry them. It's a terrible concept. But, I'll rattle off these things, those romantic ideas, this, that, and the other. She's like, well, why aren't you married? I'm like, I don't want to be married. It's that simple. And next time she does it, I really should do this, and I just haven't because I know it would make her cry. because she was married, and she's hyper focused on marriage. I mean, part of her job is doing these giant flash mob wedding proposals and this, that, and the other. And she's always like, "Well, you just think that way about Valentine's Day because you've had your heart broken." I'm like, everybody's having their fucking heart broken. I felt this way when I was a kid. Felt this way when I was giving "I choose you" to the person next to me at school. We were forced to give Valentines out to people we didn't like. You know, so it was at an early age we're taught that Valentine's Day is bullshit. So next time she does it, I should just say, "Well, why aren't you married?" I mean, obviously you have it all going on. You're romantic and smart, and you have these perfect ideals. Clearly somebody must love you. And then just watch her just fall apart into tiny little pieces, crying. Get herself some Haagen-Dazs or something.
I think my sister might be listening, which is strange because she doesn't usually listen. Thank God she's only listening today and not last week. She says, prime example that she's like way behind. I don't know how she got this far behind. She said, prime example of why everyone should be vaccinated. I was vaccinated for tetanus and whooping cough in the hospital. 2 days after I got home, I accidentally sat on a rusty sewing needle. No need to rush to the hospital because I was already vaccinated.
And how do you accidentally sit on a rusty sewing? Oh, did it overshoot your needle tarp? Hashtag needle tarp.
I accidentally sit on a rusty sheriff's badge every day.
There you go. Whoa, hello.
Hello. So
yeah, there you go. That is one way you accidentally taste your own jizz.
That is one way.
But there are plenty of ways to do it on purpose. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Well, it's kind
Two guys, one cup.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the last time I was here and you asked me, about prostitutes, this, that, and the other, I'm the first one that'll say, if you ask a guy if he knows what his own jizz tastes like, and he says no, he's fucking lying. I promise you he's lying. He has to be
Okay,
lying.
so our new question. Hey, we never asked you, I don't think. Did we ask you what your penis is named?
I don't have a name for it.
Some pizza?
Hey, we're just about to talk about my penis here, so grab some pizza, have some.
Is it penis pizza?
It is. It's got Italian sausage on it, and I'm Italian.
Well, okay.
Do you want to try one of these? This is delicious.
This one's really good. It's got meat on it.
It's just double meat and white sauce.
No, this is good. Thank you, sweetie.
Okay.
No, I think you did, but I'll give you the answer again. I don't have a name for it because I don't need a name for it. Usually I let whomever is using it at the time come up with the name.
What was its last name?
Its last name was Bradley.
Bradley.
Yes. I don't know why. My ex-wife, she just one day, it's in her hand. She's already having a little fun. She goes, Bradley. And I was like, okay, why? She goes, I don't know. It's just got character. Your dick has character. It's a very handsome penis, and I think Bradley would be a good name for a handsome man with character. I said, all right, whatever. And then,
Aren't you glad you came in?
Doesn't bother me either way, honey.
No, you should totally hear some of the conversations we have that people walk in
you
on.
should definitely have the mic going. So yeah, so she dubbed it Bradley, and then after we had that laughing little moment, I'm like, Bradley's getting a little tired of not being sucked right now, so we should finish what we started. Bradley would like you to finish what you have started now. Bradley cannot suck himself.
Let me speak on behalf of Bradley.
Yes, of all the Bradleys everywhere, he's really tired of you just looking at it and naming it. Okay, come on now, we're done.
Suck it!
But yeah, I'm trying to think of some of the other names it's had over the years, but Bradley's the only. Well, I was married to her for 13 years, so maybe that's why I remember that one. But I'm pretty sure it one.
Probably Hey Fucker, I'm assuming.
No,
Just a guess.
No. Oh, I'm pretty sure one of them was named. Oh no, not again. I heard that pretty much every time I took my pants off. So.
Oh no, not again.
Yeah. Might be what it is.
It was nice
Good
meeting
night,
you.
guys.
Bye.
Have a good night. But
I have to
Lance,
really.
I think one girl said I'm going to call it Lance. I'm like, no. She's like, why? And she's like, first off, it's just too literal. Lance is already a slang term for a dick anyway. Come up with something better. She's like, I don't know. Peter? Oh, you're stupid.
This is awful. You're no good at this.
You're no good at this.
Hey, Wendy of Neverland said licking your pizza. Is that what the kids are calling it nowadays? Kelly Guy said at least they did not order the tossed salad with the pizza.
Especially, yeah.
We did order the tossed salad. Just getting it off camera.
If we can get the tossed salad with those awesome anus chocolates, that would be fantastic.
That's a dude stopped and turned around.
They're used to us.
It's
Come
all
on.
good.
Oh.
Boy, but this specialty chicken was delicious.
Is there any more crusty stuff left in the box?
There's always crusty stuff in the box, which is why I normally don't touch it. Whoa! She just got it. That's so great. It's a vagina
It's
joke.
adorable to watch her get
I
it.
got it.
You should have seen her. Oh, this one has sliced Italian sausage on it. Yes, you asked her. I saw the whole thing. I didn't know it came on the pizza. No, you asked for it on the pizza.
Where else are the toppings going to go, woman? Where else are the toppings going to go?
But the picture, you saw the picture, but I wasn't looking at it. Then she put it back. Sniff, 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 throws it back down. It's so cute. It's here, eat more. There's lots of little cheese crusties there. Eat them all.
I have to tell you a funny story. I'm done now.
Oh, now
I love crusty cheese. Love crusty
burnt cheese. Yeah, a lot of people like that.
Cheese
So
crisps.
my daughter and I were at Einstein's, and we get these pizza bagels, and we get it on Asiago bagels.
Or as I like to call them, Asia Go.
But there's always burnt cheese at the bottom, so after I eat mine, she doesn't like burnt stuff, so I always, grab her burnt cheese. And when they were done, I'm like, oh, you left some burnt cheese in there, and I picked it up and I eat it, and I'm like, this isn't burnt cheese.
Burnt paper?
I'm not sure what it was.
But you ate it.
I ate it. Maybe it was somebody's skin. I don't know.
That's
Wow.
another way you accidentally taste your own vagina. Just, oh, I didn't know. Or semen. Doesn't matter. Oh, it's clearly, that's not cheese. Well, I hope it wasn't human skin.
I hope it wasn't either.
Yeah.
Cannibal.
Terrible.
Toxie the cannibal.
Toxie the cannibal. She
Mhm.
drives me crazy. Finding
You know,
cannibal. Sorry.
Have you ever noticed that you never see Colin Powell and the lead singer of Fine Young Cannibals in the same place at the same time? Look into it. They've never been photographed together. It's never happened.
So now we're going to conspiracy theories? Is that where we're headed with this?
You notice you never see Larry Flint and Jabba the Hutt in the same place at the same time. Oh my God! Think about it. That one. Actually makes sense.
That one
The others
does
you just
actually
look
make sense.
But they're both fat. They both can't walk. They both have that awful voice, and they're always getting women crawling all over them.
And they're constantly putting hits out on other people?
Yeah, come on, man. Oh,
Let's
there's a
go
penis in the shoe. There's a penis in the shoe again.
Let's go back to your dick looks great in those heels.
Didn't we go through all
The
of them
balls of
already?
my feet hurt.
Ah, see, that's funny. That's clever. And those are
On
really,
my way to get
look at those
potato
terrible
salad.
chunky wedges or whatever those are. That's a terrible platform, is what that is. I wouldn't want to see that on a foot, much less on a dick.
Is that it? Is this done?
It's probably just a fairly new one. Oh, here's a site you got to go to: drunkjcrew.tumblr.com. Now it's not sexy. I'll warn you.
Well, let me open up my my super secret Tumblr account here.
It's drunk.
drunkjcrew.tumblr.com.
Drunk J Crew.
Tumblr is TUMBLR. Just like the Tumblr page you were just on.
Is this a friend of
Okay.
yours? I've got Drunk J Crew and Drunk J Crew 2. Go away, Cheryl.
drunkjcrew.tumblr.com is the one.
I'm going to show you this. This is my maiden name, and this is what people always.
I know every word's in my head and in my heart. Tonight I am.
And that's how they
ready.
always pronounced it in Tumblr.
Nice.
What?
My maiden name. They pronounced it as Tumblr.
Oh.
It's the person who came up with this website. First off, deserves some sort of award. She realized one day that all of the female models in the J. Crew catalog look wildly drunk,
They are.
and so she's decided to caption. She just picks photos out there and then captions them with bizarre things, and it all comes out. You know, she's written them in young 20-something girls speak slang, and it's fabulous. Some of
Spelling
them-
shit terribly.
Well, that's the point, because she's saying it. You know, if you were drunk, you know.
Yeah.
And they're just it makes me laugh every single time. Whenever she doesn't put new stuff up every day. When one new one comes up there, though,
It's on like Bonky Kong.
oh, it's
Bonky
fantastic.
Bong.
Because none of the male models in the J. Crew catalog look like they're stoned or on a drinking bender. It's only the women in the J. Crew catalog, and they look stupid. And the captions justify the post.
Oh, these are actual J. Crew pictures?
Yeah, these are from the
Oh
J.
my
Crew
gosh.
catalog, and then she just went ahead and captioned them so it would make more sense. It makes so much more sense with captions that it tells you they're just drunk.
I just want.
She even does like little things. She calls them passion plays. There'll be some that are like several pictures in a row, and you come back a couple days later. It's like an opera it's like an opera done with J. Crew models.
You gonna be my Valentine or what?
So,
Are you even serious right now?
There's a let's go back to if you can go back to like the second or third page. There's a video that they made too.
Oh, I'm on my
And
iPhone app, which
Oh.
is a totally different app than the Android app.
Gotcha.
I don't get pages.
Well,
Bastards.
the video on that one is fantastic. So.
If chips be the food of love, dimp on Shakespeare, 12th night.
I have to share my absolute favorite website with you guys.
Other than the dicks in the shoes,
Dicks in the Shoes is one of my new top faves. But this is
I'm
one.
a big fan of men who look like KennyRogers.com. I think that's a pretty good
Who are you
website.
on Tumblr?
Who am I on Tumblr?
Yeah.
I have a Tumblr page, but I haven't done anything with it yet, so
Oh, okay.
I don't really bother announcing it. I was
Oh.
for a while though. That's where I actually started putting all my poetry shit.
Kelly, I said,
At
don't
first.
forget the ketchups and bra shots, please.
Oh, that's right. I have a new bra. I have to show everybody. We have to name it. All my
Bradley.
bras have names.
We're gonna name it Bradley.
No, it's a girl.
Okay. Well, if I can just read one of these and then we could do catch-ups.
Yeah.
Okay, so this website is called don'tevenreply.com. It's emails from an asshole. It's this guy who posts or responds to ads on Craigslist, and it's fucking hilarious. Okay.
So this guy responds as an asshole to Craigslist ads.
He should have responded to your Craigslist.
He should.
He might have.
You may have, yeah.
I'm going to try and find one that's
Hilarious.
not as long. Oh my god, they're all hilarious.
They're all here.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me
is.
let me go to the top rate it. There are ones that have, there was one I really dribbled in my drawers. I was reading it and I'm like, oh my god, here it is. And then I'm like, oh my god, my underwear are wet. So if you go on this website, there's one on here called Disguised Weapons. And the original ad says, Disguised Weapons Wanted, hidden blades, belt buckle knives, cane swords, etc., offering cash or items for barter. This guy says, hey, hold on. I saw your ad looking for concealable disguised weapons. I have several fine crafted items you might be interested. Respond if you're interested and I'll send you pics and price. He says, I am. Let's see what you got. The first one says, here, Jeff, here you go. Looks like a normal spoon, right? Wrong. It's actually a deadly 2.5 or 2.5 inch half smooth, half serrated knife with tactical grip. 1 minute you're enjoying a bowl of cereal, and the next you're fighting off attackers with this deadly and disguised weapon. I'm asking $50 for the blade. Let me know if you want to stop by and take a look at it. Now let me describe this to you if you're not on this site and you can't see it. He took what is this, a switchblade?
It's a knife.
It's just a knife, and duct taped it to a spoon. Sierra. So here's this. It gets better though. So there it is. Duct tape, okay?
That's good shit.
But it gets better. So the guy goes, that's stupid as hell and looks like crap. Unless you have anything better to offer, don't waste my time. Jeff, I'm sorry you feel that way about the spoon blade. I do have other weapons I think you feel differently about. Fine, but if it's another knife duct taped to a spoon, you can fuck off. Jeff, thank you for reconsidering. Here are 3 quality disguised weapons that I think you will love. At first glance, this looks like a normal party cup. However, if you look close enough, you will see that it really is a fully automatic Glock 18C. You will be able to pour your enemies a nice warm cup of lead with this fine purchase. Asking $900 for the cup gun combo.
Oh my god.
That is awesome.
Next we have Still Thirsty for Justice. Try this Badass M 16A2 disguised as a 24-pack of soda. This box has 2 finely crafted holes on each side to allow for any kind of optics, not included, that you wish to attach. This weapon is only for sale if you have a Class 3 permit.
That's hilarious.
It's in a Sprite box.
What's that shotgun inside? Is that tissue box?
No, well, that's the last one. This cleverly disguised weapon may look like a tissue box, but is actually a Benelli M3 12-gauge shotgun disguised as a tissue box. The ultra-soft quilted tissue serves as a comfortable grip on the pump-action shotgun. Also, if you find yourself sneezing during the heat of combat, you will have a handy tissue box ready for action. Asking $1,500 for the weapon. Additional tissue boxes are an extra $5 per box.
That's hilarious.
That's pretty well done. I could barely even see the gun in that one. That one.
and the guy's like, "You're a fucking dumbass, shit brain, asswipe, dipshit. You probably walk around with that shit too, you dumb motherfucker. I hope you get hit by a car. Fuck off, eat shit, and die." But this is just one. I mean, oh my gosh, there's
Is this
one
the
in
same
here.
guy that replied to like the Christmas light people? I've read something similar to this where he replied to a Craigslist ad for some guy who says he'll come and install your Christmas lights for you, put them up for you, go up on the roof and stuff. That's a really handy thing because I don't want to fall and break my neck, but if you want to do it for money, that's fine. He replies and he goes, "I have Christmas lights, but I want to put them up as a gift on my ex-wife's house." And it turns out that what he wants him to do, and they go through this whole back and forth about it, what he wants him to do is spell out, "You stupid slut, you dumbass whore," in Christmas lights on the front of her house.
Sure.
And the guy's like, "Why would you? No, I'm not going to do this. It must be illegal."
Here's another one real quick, and then I promise we'll get to your boobs. Original ad, one at microwave. "I'm looking for a used microwave, white only." So the response is, hold on. "I have an LG microwave that I want to sell for $30. I'm aware that your ad says whites only, but I am an African American. I sincerely hope that this won't be a problem for you, and we can put any race issues aside and just do business. Thank you, Jamal."
Of course, Jamal. Because there's no white man named Jamal.
And then, "I'm so sorry that you misread my ad. I meant the microwave should be white because it would match my kitchen. Amy." So because I'm black, you think I can't read. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is amazing that the world we live in is still so racist. I'm sorry, but your insults have left me feeling sick. I don't think I could sell my microwave to a bigot. Sincerely offended, Jamal. Amy, I wasn't suggesting that you couldn't read. I am not racist. If you read my whole email, you will see the ad was looking for a white microwave, not a white person. I changed the ad to avoid any confusion. Okay, next one. So now you think that because I am black, I'm too lazy to read your whole email. Your racism is overwhelming. You'll never get my microwave from me. However, I will sell you a burning cross for your next clan meeting. Does $20 for the cross sound fair? And then she's like, "I can't write anything without you being offended. I give up." He said, "So you don't want the microwave?" She said, "Will you still sell it to me?" He said, "I would never sell anything to a racist." She's like, "Ugh, I'm done with you." But there's some in here that are just, I mean, they're just so good. There's one where they post like they're selling an axe, but there's a shovel in the back of the picture, and they're like, "How much for the shovel?" And then it just goes on back and forth. They're like, "We're not selling the shovel." So then other people are emailing like, "Oh, I'm interested in the shovel." It's hilarious. If you have a few hours to sit and do nothing, don't even reply.com. Put on a diaper or sit naked because you'll pee your pants, like even if it's just a dribble. You'll pee.
There you go. And that'll also provide another opportunity for you to find out what your body fluids taste like.
Right?
Accidentally.
Exactly. Accidentally miss your tarp.
You ever peed in your own face because you got morning wood?
No.
No.
No, I'm the type I'll
You force that shit
I will
down.
bend over my whole body just to get to yeah, morning wood just barely happens anymore now. I don't even know.
Is it really that big a deal? Like, does it happen that often to guys?
Yeah. I mean, for me, it doesn't so much anymore, but it used to all the time. Every morning, wake up. What the fuck? Why do I have every morning? Yeah, most guys every single day, or almost any time after they wake up. To be completely honest, but yeah.
I wonder why. I'm gonna have to research the
Do some
physics
research
behind
on
that.
that. But yeah, never, never had the 40-year-old virgin thing. Pissing on my face while I'm trying to. That never happened.
So Sierra, let's see your bra.
Okay, we gotta give him 20 seconds, so I gotta tell the story. So, whenever bras that come in my size go on sale on Zulily,
Right.
Callie Guy and I are immediately talking to each other because we both get the Zulily confirmations. Hey, look what's coming up. And I look through and see if there's anything on there that I would even want to try. If it's pretty enough. Like right now they have goddess bras on sale, but it's all their full coverage bras, and I'm sorry, I have enough granny bras. I don't need any more full coverage bras. I really don't care how many cute colors they come in. I need things that plunge down, or they've got to be really fucking cute. Because if I'm going to shell out between $30 if it's on sale, $30 or $80 if it's not on sale for a bra. The motherfucker better conform to all the specifics I need it to
It's like
conform
$40
to.
a boob.
Right?
Yeah. There are some bras that are over $100, but they
I'm
are
aware.
highly well constructed. So Curvy Couture went on sale during our show one time, and remember we talked about it and we said, hint, hint, wink, wink, I'd like a new bra. Well, I got one. Except it got delivered while he was in California, so I had to go to his house and get it out of the delivery box and take it inside, and he's like, you can't open it. It's your Valentine's Day present. You cannot open the box. And I knew it was a bra because that's what I get.
So you didn't have this moment like in the movie Seven where he's, oh, what's in the box? Come on!
Yeah,
You
no,
didn't
there
do
was
any of
no
that?
Seven moments. So I knew it was a bra. I just didn't know what color it was, what the cut was, or anything like that. So we have been disappointed a couple of times because, again, depending on, I'm a 42J, in some stores 42I, some K, H, double
Just keep
H.
fucking bragging.
I will.
I'm about like a 13-year-old pudgy boy, and she's talking about which letter am I? I'm sorry,
You know,
go on.
Perhaps we can arrange an exchange. You
I'll
can
give
get
you-
a reduction and then make
I'd
a
like
donation.
some boobs.
But then I wouldn't have a boyfriend anymore if I got a reduction.
Sure you would. Believe
No.
in yourself just a little bit.
Yeah, no. I'd have to get a different boyfriend. I'd have to date Andy now.
So he only likes you for your boobs.
That's a big part of it.
Wow.
Just
All right then.
kidding.
All right then.
So,
And he definitely not gonna propose to the boobs.
so as I gotta hold on, I gotta prep here.
Oh Jesus.
Okay.
Good Lord. Good luck, America.
It's a lot of work. So it's my new bra.
Oh, that's pretty.
Ooh, that is
Look at this
pretty.
little lacy down there.
That's a pretty. Look at that.
She has one boob is bigger than the other.
I do.
Everybody
it
has
is.
that problem. My ex-wife had perfectly
Hers
symmetrical
is like a whole
God-given
size.
boobs.
Yeah,
so.
it's a whole bra size.
No,
bigger.
pull it back up. We have to.
Well, you
come
know
up
what you
with
got to
a name.
do? What you got to do you can fix that. Do breast push-ups.
Did you get
You
that,
need-
Cali
you
guy?
need to do your titty exercises on the one that's it's a little bigger, or bulk up the other one.
So what can we name that? Passion flower?
I'm telling you, Bradley.
Bradley.
Yeah, that's a Bradley
Paisley?
right there.
No.
No.
Ooh, Paisley. Oh. Is it a lily? What do we got here?
What kind of flower is that? Poinsettia? I don't.
No, I don't know.
I
It's just a
don't know.
flower.
It's definitely not a
I like the
poinsettia.
little dangly here. There's a little
Ooh, let's
dangly-
call
Charm!
it Jangly.
Lucky
Charm! That's
Or Lucky
it.
Charm.
Lucky Charm.
Aw, there you go.
Charm, yay!
Let it
We
be
got a
known
name.
that on the 15th day of February in the year of our Lord 2015, our giant cannons are now being covered by Lucky Charm.
He called me Tits McGee on when I was upstage, and I was like, really, I've never heard that one before. And then he came up with Booby McHooter.
Hootie McBoobage.
Yeah, Hootie McBoobage.
Hootie McBoobage, yeah.
Something like that.
I mean, I've said like Tits McGee.
Yeah.
Chesty LaRue. I can always come up with them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I get Tits McGee all
I
the
can't.
time.
I don't get any of that. I get, hey, you little boy, can you get out of my way?
Not with an ass like that, you don't. Come on now.
I get, little boy, shouldn't you be at a Cub Scout meeting by now?
Hey,
Put the drink down.
does that little boy have a vagina?
I got really drunk last night.
Did you?
You missed it. I was pretty
Pretty
drunk.
drunk as well. We
Yeah.
were both drinking.
We were drinking. They were pouring them. I was drinking amaretto sours, and I told the bartender more amaretto, less sour, and he conformed.
He did what he had to do.
Kelly Guy said, this evening's show is brought to you by the number 42 and the letter H.
There
And when
go.
you do push-ups, you can only move a few inches. I can imagine. If I had your boobs, I would just lay on the ground and do push-ups, but just bounce on them a
I
little.
can do pretty good push-ups. I used to. Poof, when I was in the Army. I was built like a brick shit house. I had that pectoral cut right here, and I had the tris and the delts and all that other crap and all built up here, and I couldn't put my arms down. Like I was a brick fucking shit house. I could do 100 diamond push-ups where your hands are right underneath you like this
I
and
can't do
just
one regular one.
pound them out. Now I sweat when I start thinking about push-ups. Like
Well,
that
yeah.
doesn't even happen anymore. But no, I could not go all the way down because the rule was you have to either break the plane
Mhm.
with your elbows. You have to break the plane with your elbows, and your chest can't touch the ground. I could not do both, and so I got special compensation where I could go down when they were doing my push-ups, they would bring another female over, and she would put a fist on the ground, and I just had to go down far enough to touch my chest to her fist and then go back up again. And I couldn't break the plane that way, though.
Yeah.
I could never get low enough.
And then
break
when the
the
woman
plane, I
brought
have
her
to come
fist
down
out,
here.
a whole different exercise happened.
No, it's brown chicken, brown cow.
That's right. The two
That's what it
sexiest
is.
animals on the farm.
That's right. So yeah, no, push-ups were an experience for me in the Army, and I got a special weight waiver because my boobs are, like, because I could never make weight because my boobs were too big. I was built like a brick shit house, body fat percentage like within a single digit, and I never made weight because of how big my boobs were. So I got special weight waivers every time
There
I
you
made
go.
weight,
See, women get everything. That's what we're finding out.
and multiple
Yeah.
orgasms.
Well, there you go. Did you get that from the fist
No,
too? I'm pretty
Nope.
sure you did.
not unless we're changing Cali Guy's name to the Fist. I woke up sore like I'd gone to the gym this morning or this
Yeah.
afternoon when I woke up.
Bring it, stud.
I did. He did. I woke up. I'm like, God, I feel like I've been like working out, and I was not. And he says, yeah. I can't remember exactly what he said, but yeah, you worked out on the. Oh, I can't use it because it uses his real name. Damn it. The Cali Guy 9000. That's what it is. So I got worked by the Cali Guy 9000. He's
Cali
very
Guy
original.
9000. That's cute. Bradley is such a better name. Although, Cali Guy 9000 sounds pretty intimidating, I gotta tell you.
Yeah. Sex ended with a shower because we were both way too sticky to not take a shower. It was great. My Valentine's sex was amazing. Even though it happened technically today at like 2
Right,
o'clock in the morning.
You had post-Valentine's Day sex.
I did.
I'm just happy I made out with a girl. I haven't done that. I don't even remember the last time, which is a shame because I'm an awesome kisser. Sometimes that's all I really want to do, and they don't believe me. Like, no, really, that's all I want to do. Let's make out for like an hour, and then I'm gonna go. That's all I want to do sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, because most of the people I know aren't going to do any of the things that I want to do, and it's like, well, if I'm only in this for you, I may as well leave. You know, it's
You-
fine for you to be selfish once in a while, but
You also walk on the darker side of sex, don't
sometimes,
you?
yeah, a little darker. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with having what I will now call Kelly sex. You know, that nice, boring,
Toxie, vanilla on the floor
yeah,
sex.
exactly. But
Aw.
sometimes I want more, and if I'm not getting that vibe from you, let's make out for a while.
I may not be as bad as y'all think.
Well,
No, you're not nearly as bad as we think you are.
that's the problem. Whoa. Hey, what's the best thing about 56-year-olds?
What?
There's 50 of them. Oh, it's a great joke.
That's terrible, especially considering Cali Guy just turned 56.
There's 50 of them.
Oh my goodness.
See, that's a pedophile joke that just sneaks up on you. You know you love that one. All right. Hey, what's the worst part about giving a blowjob to a horse?
The fact that it's a horse.
No, it's
No.
all good. Most disturbing joke ever.
I was trying to think. I have this this list of it's very dirty. Like if females wrote pickup lines, what would they be? They're very dirty female pickup lines. And one is like, I'm not wearing any socks, and I have the panties to match.
That's adorable.
That's
Mhm.
one.
Yeah.
And then you know what would look better on your face? Me.
My vagina.
There you go. But see,
What
here's the
else?
reason why women don't come up have pickup lines. They don't need them.
Right?
No,
you could
we
just go
don't.
up and go, I have a vagina.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to put it in? Yeah? Okay. Let's go.
I found that the best way to, ladies, guarantee that you're going to get laid is to buy a guy a drink. Guys getting drinks bought for them is so rare.
Oh yeah.
And if you buy a guy a drink, he will sit down and talk to you and then absolutely go home and fuck you. Or go to the
I
hotel.
don't know if that will happen, but I will always talk to the person who bought me a drink. I mean, it's happened maybe 10 times in my life, so I remember talking to them all 10 times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, it's rare. That's what I would do.
But okay, this actually brings up something I was talking, oddly enough, with my ex-wife. We went to that new bookstore on downtown. I don't know if you've been there. It's called Writer's Block. It's just a little bit just down the road from Atomic Liquors at 11th and Fremont.
Okay.
very, very cool store, and I owe them an email because they're trying to do something for local artists and all that nonsense. Very, very cool store. And of course, there's, I'm there with my ex-wife, so everyone thinks we're together. And it really bothered me because there was this absolutely beautiful girl that has me written all over her. The only thing she didn't have was red hair. I'm like anybody else would have said, "Oh my God, this is Andy's next obsession. There's a new poetry book coming out over this one." And I can't go talk to her,
This is his next book.
Yeah, and it's like I can't go talk to her because it's already ruined. Everyone thinks I'm already with the other one.
Right.
And she had enough similar features to my wife that everyone just thinks, nope, that's all he did. It never would work. But it reminded me of this stupid, and I mean it. It's a stupid internet meme that goes around all the time. Every so many days I see this. And it's like a little photo, and this. Why do guys always buy drinks for girls at bars? Why don't they go to bookstores and buy a girl a book? But
Yeah.
guy bought me a book.
That.
I sure the fuck have. I would blow any man who bought me a book.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and let's actually look at what would be happening. You're at a bookstore in your sweatpants, in your whatever you're wearing in your everyday thing. Guy is following you around that you've never met. Suddenly walks up. Can I buy this book for you? You're going to fuck that guy. You're not going to think the creepy guy at the bookstore.
You would have to do it much less creepy.
There's not a whole lot of ways you could do it less creepy.
Yeah, there's
maybe
plenty of
you could
ways to do
start
it
a
less.
conversation with, hey, I'm looking for a good book to read. Can you recommend one? So immediately every woman, because they hate when men talk to them, it's just how they are, he's trying to pick you up now. So you might engage in the conversation if he's attractive, because women will only talk to a woman if he's attractive. Women will only talk to a man if he's attractive. And then maybe if he gets that far. But for the most part, every single woman, if this happened, they would think, creepy guy at the bookstore, hey, free book. Maybe they'll think, hey, free book, but they're certainly not gonna give the guy his number. They're not there because we're talking in real life. This would never happen.
Come up to me breathing heavy and sweating with some book that's got your disgusting paw prints all over, going, I bought you a book. Yes, I might question that. But if we started a conversation and we were talking about the kinds of books we liked and what we're looking for while we're at the bookstore.
But you would only have this conversation if he were attractive.
No, that's not true.
Oh,
not for me, at least, because I am distinctly, yes, I find attractive men attractive. Who doesn't? Just like even guys who like fat girls know that skinny, attractive women are still attractive. They find them attractive. That doesn't mean they would go out and date them. I think my aunt, who's amazing, by the way, posts some of the most amazing photos of half-naked, muscly, hairy men that are all dripping wet. Beautiful. I don't know if I would talk to one, for sure, but I don't know if I'd want to date one, just because it's not my type. Because my type is distinctly, usually not what other people would consider.
Atypical.
Yeah, my.
I still contend.
Yeah.
If you're at a bookstore and some guy, even if he strikes up a conversation and it's nice and buys you a
I
book.
had sex with a guy whose hands reached his knees. And who had monkey hair growing out of the back of his shirt.
And what book did he buy you?
He didn't. He bought me a drink.
Point. You still went out with him.
No, but I did go out with him. I did go on a couple of dates with him. I didn't have sex with him on the... No, not with him. I didn't have sex with him on the first date, but, a couple of dates into it. But, I mean...
Well, I never care if first date, last date, doesn't matter. I really don't care as long as I'm in the
No,
equation.
most
Kelly
guys
said you were literally rode hard and put away wet. The towels are still in the bed to prove it.
This is very true. Because I did kind of overshoot the special sheet this time.
Oh, you overshot the jizz tarp?
Well, it's an actual fucking tarp, just so you know. Like, it's got to be, but yeah.
So you have to, before you guys get going, you got to lay down the tarp. You got to be like, babe, can you grab this corner of the tarp and help me put it on the bed?
Yes, we do. And because the big one was at my house and we went back to his house, we had to use the travel-sized one I made, and I kind of overshot it.
I mean, can't you just hook a little, cup underneath? Like a Tupperware container down there? I don't know.
Tupperware doesn't make one of those.
Actually, I have a Rubbermaid that's like this long and it's like that deep. That might be enough to contain it.
If they made those, Tupperware parties would be so much more popular.
It's vagina wear.
I'm just saying, if I struck up a conversation with a girl at a bookstore, and you know me well enough, we've known each other for a while. I am a fairly good-looking guy, and I'm a good talker, and I'm a fairly intelligent person. I promise you, I am still not getting that girl's number. I'm just out the cost of a book. Which really, I would be fine doing that. I bought a random girl I met at First Friday once. I just bought her a piece of art that she liked. And I did get her phone number. But that person turned out to be crazy and is probably going to jail soon. Doesn't matter. The fact is, I just out of nowhere, and that was just something that just dawned on me. I'm like, oh, this girl likes this. Sure, I've got an extra $10 here. Why don't you have this? Really? Why would you do that? I said, well, because how else are we going to get each other's phone number if I don't have an icebreaker? Next thing you know, blah 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 blah.
And
but
now
I
she's
promise
going to
you,
jail.
well, yeah, for something that happened long before I was around. So yeah,
Okay.
she's a little nuts. This one. She's an occasional professional. Professional, and I googled her name after she told me some of these things that were going on. She's got some sort of like kidnapping charges and all sorts of other shit. And this is the girl. I think the first time I was on the show and we were going over some of my odd dating stories, I was like, this is the girl that it wasn't even a date. It was just, hey, I'm just thinking of going to grab a drink. We haven't gotten to see each other since first Friday. You want to get together? Yeah, I'd love to. That'd be great. Middle of the bar, we're with a handful of my friends, and just out of nowhere, she goes, "Look, you just need to understand. Second date, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you, but not before." And I said, "Well, is this technically a date then? Because I really need to know how to plan." She goes, "Oh yeah, you paid for dinner. We had food. It's a date. I want it. When's our next one?" I'm like, "Oh shit! What the hell?"
Tomorrow?
No, I'm pretty sure she's got. I'm pretty sure she's never been vaccinated for anything.
Syphigonorrhea?
Yeah.
Gonosyphilitis?
But it's good to know that I've always got that, and I can always say, "Hey, date number 2." Boom. But yeah, I mean, it started off nicely, that sort of.
But then she got crazy.
I'm and annoying, and probably, like I said, she's probably going to jail for some very bad things, and I just don't need that. But that being said, I promise you, if I go to a bookstore tomorrow and I see a beautiful girl at a bookstore and I start up a conversation, being charming and funny and clever, I'm pretty certain if I bought her the book, I'm still not getting her phone number.
That's sad. That's very sad. Women of the world, you make me sad and angry.
Yeah. Oh, I can count on one hand the number. Thank God for cell phones, though, because it is so much easier to get a woman's phone number now. With cell phones, smartphones in specific. You're at a bar, you meet somebody, you're at a concert, whatever.
I'll text you.
Snap a picture. Here, let me text you the picture.
Mm-hmm.
They never think twice. If you ask, hey, can I have your phone number? They immediately say no, or they give you some fake number. But it's like, oh, here, wait, let me just text you this picture I just took. Boom. Next thing you know, you've got the number.
That's sneaky.
Do
you use that a lot?
It's happened. Yeah.
Have you gotten dates out of it?
A couple. Yeah.
Oh,
I've got a couple of them. Yeah.
that's slick. I'm adding that to my repertoire.
Yeah. There's my gift to the world. Oh, that and dump your girlfriend on Valentine's Day. There's my lasting legacy right there. By the way,
how to get a date and lose the date on Valentine's Day.
But yeah, I'm confident. Like I said, and I just have no faith in the romance of the world any longer.
I just have to share with you. I posted out earlier the website. Your dick looks great in those heels.com.
And they do.
One of our fans of the show, and she's been in here in studio before. She said, "Oh my, I am in heaven. Thank you. Nice cock and beautiful hair and balls were there in the shoes in the pictures." But some dude writes, "Woo," and then sad face.
I will point out neither of these people bought us food today.
That's right, you motherfuckers.
Right? Gentleman who wrote woo and sad face, had you bought food, that would have been more than dick and shoe pictures. I'm just saying.
Could have been a vagina in a Tupperware.
What I'm waiting for is, now that you have posted this publicly as something you like, now you're just going to get pictures of dicks in shoes.
I get dick pictures all the time, though.
Not
really
in
do.
shoes.
Not in shoes.
Now that's what you're going to get. You're going to get a lot of, sure, Toxie likes dick and shoes. We'll tell you what.
There's a butthole. Why do I even go on Twitter? I know what I'm going to find on there.
What are you looking? You're looking at assholes on Twitter?
That's a nipple.
That's a nipple. Yeah, clearly.
Yeah. Look, there's.
On my.
That's.
Here's one I won't show you, but this is someone
But
who has
you'll
been
show
on
me.
the. I don't want to try and show the camera. Someone who's been on the show that I get dick pics of.
Oh, very nice. Congratulations, guy. Congratulations, Bill from Omaha. No, that's a vagina.
That is a vagina.
I love they're just showing me pictures of random genitalia. Like I don't know what they look like.
There you go. Find your next girlfriend.
No.
No?
Well, I'd like to see her when she's not trying to look like Gene Simmons.
Anywho.
Sometimes I have that problem where I put my makeup on, and later I realize that I look like Tammy Faye Baker.
That would be a problem, especially now because she's dead.
Yeah. Well, I don't look like the dead version.
Well,
My only goal when I put makeup on and I walk out of the house is that I don't look like Mimi.
do we know both of these people? Because that's a dude. That's a preoperative dude right there. And that's a dude who's enjoying sucking his cock. Why are you showing me this? Like, I'm going to be surprised?
What are you looking at over there?
She's showing me pictures of a dude.
Sucking another dude's cock.
Yeah, but the dude has boobs too. So he's
transgender.
He's working,
He's transgender.
He's working
She's
on the
transgender.
change.
Okay. She's transgendered then. Okay.
She's transgender.
We're very pronoun positive around here.
It's a dude with tits.
It's not.
Those
it's
are
a female.
nouns. They're both accurate. It's a dude with tits.
Oh, good times with you, Andy.
Yeah.
This show just isn't the same without me. I
Oh,
was
we have
here
like
all the
30
time.
seconds.
Oh my God,
Holy
we have
shit.
30 seconds.
Yeah, we're about to get out of
The better answer
Chicks
would have
Wait,
been
no,
the state ends right
dickswithshoes.com. What? What? Are we-
Hold on, I'll be back with a hamburger. That's talking about your date stuff.
All right. Well,
That's
that's it. We're done. We're done actually. There's no more audio coming from us. That's it. We've been overwritten.
Woo!
Start
Way to
late,
go.
finish
This is Sierra
Yeah, Doxy.
wishing you all a good night, and remember,
Fuck often.
Tim Reichert, Sergio Quintero, and the First Lady Diane Fox as we keep you up to date on race day coverage from NASCAR, Indy,